We're live. No,
Okay, it says it's streaming now. Wait. Let me see if I can see it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get up the chat too.
Are people here? Because I have no idea. I can't see it yet.
I'm gonna go put it on Twitter and let people know.
Yeah. Okay, now I can see it, yeah.
Oh, this is cool. We're split up into 4 little spots.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I like that.
Before.
I completely forgot that the YouTube just like used to switch whenever someone talked.
Yeah, I love
right?
this.
But that was like dumb because if someone laughed or something,
Yeah,
someone's talking,
exactly.
it like goes on you, and you're just like,
Yeah, so
go
it's
away.
Cooler. I think it's cooler like this way than it was on.
Yeah, I love this more, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, hello.
Hey guys. Yeah, our videos are coming. I don't think
Ours, I think. Wait, let me tell you.
I think I'm the farthest behind out of all of y'all.
Ours is up in 2
Ours
minutes.
isn't done. Mine and Jacqueline's isn't done.
Ours is up in 2 minutes unless it gets blocked, which is a big,
Big possibility.
Big
Honestly. We're so used to it right now.
Jason's watching.
God, no. Oh my God, we haven't done this in so long. I forgot how we do this.
I know.
How do we?
Oh my God,
But like, no one here uploaded their reactions. No one knows what we think about the episode.
So are we talking about the episode?
Yeah, that's true. None of us have had our videos up, so nobody has seen any of our thoughts at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Nice.
How is everybody that's watching feeling? Did Jacqueline just switch?
What just happened?
she was right there and then she went over here.
Why are we all like switching?
What?
Like I might like that might happen. Like I'm probably gonna take up every single spot at one point. Gonna be like,
Jacqueline's Wi-Fi is just gonna be moving around.
Table like the show right now.
Yeah, so we've all watched the episode. We just haven't put up our videos.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe ours gonna go up right now. Kako smo dobri. I'm sorry, that was like a comment in our language. Okay, wait, what did we call it? Yeah, we called it Maiden and Bruised, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Part 1.
Okay.
I think that watching the first episode, it was hard not to focus on the fact that Bellamy's gonna be gone for so long.
Yeah,
Like,
The problem
I feel like there was good parts of the episode, but like in the back of my mind, I was just so sad.
yeah. No, I mean, we said this before we started the live that like this premiere, if we didn't know that there was like problems with Bob and Bellamy,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it was a great.
Yeah.
I was interested in everything. I thought it gave us a lot of questions. I mean, I feel like it's gonna get more complicated. I don't know how I feel about that because it's the last season. I don't know how much you can do.
Enough.
Yeah, and if there wasn't so much things happening behind the scenes,
I think we would really like enjoy.
Yeah,
I mean,
we did. We enjoyed this
especially
episode,
because we
actually.
started the episode very.
I think because we started with
depressed.
zero expectation. We were just like, this is gonna fucking suck.
Exactly. We were like, why are we even watching this? We should stop reacting to it. Like, we really started depressed. And then when we went more into it, like, we got interested because, I mean,
Clark was really good.
Exactly. It was interesting.
Also, all of our guys were kind of together, and honestly, can we all give it up for fucking Raven?
Yes.
Who was like normal?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, just that was just like, oh my God, there's the Raven I love.
It's a fucking fresh breath air.
Literally fresh breath of fresh air. That's the one. And so like I feel like there were a lot of good. Also, Miller was there in a lot, and I love that. I feel like there were a lot of good elements of the episode, and if we just didn't know the Bob situation, I mean, we don't exactly know, but like what we know, I feel like we would have been really happy with this.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was in the back of all of our heads while we watched that. It was
Yeah.
just like too hard to just forget about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, we just found out, and then to get after the episode airs, like the interview of Jason saying, "Oh, he stepped aside." Like, okay, that's obviously probably not true. Honestly, I don't see Bob have stepped aside. I think he was so excited to work with his wife. I don't think that was his choice. But we can pretend it is. Like, okay, like let's say it is. He was in it for like 20 seconds the first episode.
Yeah.
20 seconds, like right in the beginning. That was like the first scene.
Yeah.
And then he just gets.
Yeah, I feel like if he was in like all of the first episode, I might have not been as upset watching it.
Yep.
But like the fact that it was like right away, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is it. Like he's gone now for a while.
Yeah, and like you see him flying away.
Yeah, he's just like
You know,
gone.
this is it.
The freaking invisible people.
Flew away. I don't know what about that. I don't know. We saw Jason's interview. The thing is, I feel like he wouldn't necessarily lie that Bob wanted to take a break, just because I feel like that would be so dumb, because like if Bob didn't do that, why wouldn't just like Bob be like, no?
No, that's not true.
But I
Exactly.
feel like the reasonings as to why he would
Yeah.
want to break
Exactly.
is muddy waters, especially with Jason and all that. So I think like that's where the problem lies, and that's where I'm
Exactly.
unsure. I don't want to speculate just for Bob's sake. Like I don't want to put words in his mouth on why he if he chose that, why he did.
Exactly.
But that still doesn't make it okay that
and
he's
the-
not in the
exactly, it's
promotion for
promo.
the season.
He's a male lead.
Yeah.
Like
If I knew that,
even if exactly if we knew that he's not gonna be in like few episodes, that doesn't matter. Like he's gonna be
like
in the
if he
rest of the
chose that
season.
for himself or
Exactly.
whatever, I would be completely okay with that, because like his mental health and everything just comes first. That's completely fine. But
Exactly.
because this show is run by Jason, I don't know what happens there. And that's
And
where we're at.
yeah, and
You can be not in episodes. Like if you want to take a break, like that's okay, but that doesn't erase all of your hard work for 7 years. And there's no excuse why you were not in a promo, like the promotional for it. Like everybody retweeting, like he was retweeting everybody except Bob, and it's becoming so obvious that there's things.
Yeah, it's so
Yep.
clear.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
It's so unprofessional too.
Yes.
Respectful.
Oh,
Be a little bit more subtle about it, and I don't know, and I just okay, so with Teen Wolf season 6.
Yeah, Styles.
oh wait. No.
I know, no, it's not a,
Okay.
Oh my God! Yeah, you don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm almost done.
Don't say anything then, Jack.
it's not,
then don't say anything, honestly.
but all I would say is Dylan O'Brien, there's like a lack of styles, right, in season 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was still in the promotional stuff involved in it.
Yeah.
Now,
They even made it like more about him.
yeah. So you honor that, like you honor that the actor was with you for so long.
Exactly. Yeah, we talked about that
Yeah,
today.
I mean that was the core of our issue here.
Yeah,
That like we felt that Bob was being disrespected by Jason by not putting him in the promo. Like it's fine if he's not in the
If he-
episodes by his choosing or whatever. You still put your male lead in.
Oh, you
Like
have to.
there's just no explanation for me. I don't understand people who say, oh, it has a purpose. Like
It
how
has no
does
purpose.
Octavia missing from the poster not have more purpose? Octavia is the one who got stabbed and like disappeared into thin air. How does
Yeah.
that not make more sense?
Yeah.
Like that's just dumb for me.
Yeah.
And I mean clearly it's Jason being petty. And it's not like we're not used to him being petty. It's not like this is a foreign thing for any of us.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, I think that the Bellamy storyline, we'll see where it goes. I do, that we always talk highly about the Blakes, so we are interested in that.
I do think it was good though, like
Yeah.
them going after Bellamy and the whole Anomaly storyline. Like I'm still interested. Like that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Especially like the scene
Everything-
when they were like the invisible people were coming after them and they were like in the woods and like obviously like when Rowan came, like that part
Yeah.
was like really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, Rowan, I got
Exactly.
so happy. I got so
Oh my
happy.
God.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Our faces.
Oh,
Like we knew it was coming because like we read the spoilers. I just
Yeah.
didn't think it was gonna be episode
was
1.
so
So I was like
Exactly.
so shocked.
Yeah.
Completely shocked. Like as if I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved Rowan. I miss Rowan. Rowan was the best.
No.
It was great. It was so great. I was so happy that Zach came back and did that, and it was just perfect.
Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, and
Great.
Octavia, I love that scene when Octavia came in and was talking to Hope and calling her. There was Auntie
Oh,
Jo, and
yeah,
yeah.
that was so cute. Exactly.
I legit have no idea what
What the
also
anomaly?
what is episode 2? Octavia in the anomaly.
We're gonna
But
say
at what
Octavia.
time?
Well,
the first time she went?
I don't
or now?
I don't know.
I don't know what we're doing there.
I
I
don't know.
feel like with
I
the
mean,
anomaly, it can get kind of like, I feel like that's something that's gonna get confusing because of like the time.
and
like-
possibilities, like what they can do with it.
And I feel like with
Also-
that, you can also go with like memories, like memory loss, like what memories you're gonna have, depending on like the time and all of that.
Yeah.
what you were saying last night that you want his memory.
Oh, I think that wasn't it? That was something on Twitter that we had like saw.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but
Twitter talking
that
about
just
how,
affects
like,
you.
What
That
if
just
like
affects your memories from the anomaly.
Bellamy might come out of the anomaly with like his memories of season 5 and 6 gone.
Can I enter the anomaly? Can my memories be
Like,
erased
imagine
from season 5 and 6?
Bellamy coming out of the anomaly, like in the mindset of season 4 Bellamy.
Imagine that. That would be great.
I think that would be really
Oh,
cool
man.
though, if like he comes out and he doesn't have.
Oh
Like,
no, because you know what then Jason would do? Because he now doesn't remember Echo.
Yeah, that would be
technically. It would be
Echo,
just like
exactly.
Echo waking him up with true
Exactly,
love's kiss or
exactly.
Oh, no,
something. Like he now
we don't want
remembers,
that.
and I would fucking vomit.
Yeah,
It would be the worst thing.
that would be for Becca's storyline.
That
Not
would
the
definitely-
well, if they're gonna do that, then I don't want it. But
Yeah, I would
What
100%
else
do
would he
that.
have done? What?
Oh,
No,
God.
of course that's what he
Yeah.
would do. Like nothing else, to be honest. But he can only I think lose his memories from the anomaly time if he like exits the anomaly or something.
Yeah, if I understood correctly.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
I don't know. Honestly,
I'm
yeah.
excited about the next episode to find anything about Anomaly. Honestly.
Yeah. What I feel like might happen with Bellamy, like we talked about this today, but I feel like he's somehow gonna get older. I'm not like talking grandpa old, but like somehow it's gonna get older. Like he's now 15 years old or something like that. I feel like that's not out of the question.
well, aren't we gonna see? Aren't we supposed to see Bob without his beard, like younger? So he's gonna age.
Well, without
he
his
can be
beard, but
shaved.
yeah, but they can like put the prosthetics on, so like seem kind of older.
Oh, no.
I don't want
But
Bellamy.
I mean,
to come
it
out of
doesn't
the-
have to happen at all.
Hopefully, it's
Like,
not.
I don't
Nobody wants
want
it.
it. I don't want
Nobody
it.
wants it.
Want that either?
I mean, I want beardless Bellamy. I want that back now. I miss it.
Mhm.
He looked great with the beard. The beard just reminds me of season 5 and 6, and I don't need that. So just Bellamy from season
I would
1
like
to 4.
shorter hair.
Yeah, shorter hair.
That's
Give him back his curls.
Yeah, I feel
Please.
like I would. I don't care about the beard. I feel like I care more about shorter
Yeah, that's true.
hair.
Wow, we have a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
That was, I
I
was
can't
just
keep up
looking
with
at
the
that.
comments. I'm going to read them.
240 people in here.
Wait. Well,
Wow.
also, I'm just very confused as to who are the people on the other side that like captured Bellamy, don't want to kill Echo or Gabriel, needs to kill Hope.
Yeah, the
Like,
invisible
who the
people.
fuck is that?
That's what's weird. They keep talking about this they.
Yeah,
And who are they? Like,
I think we're gonna find a bit more.
I feel
about
like it's
that
gonna
in
be
the next
meta. Like it's
episode.
somehow gonna be our guys or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's why I'm interested in the anomaly. I think there's like a good storyline there.
It
If
reminds
only,
me.
if only I knew Bob was in the season, that would be fucking great.
I felt
But
Hunger Games like it felt like the arena, like in Catching Fire when they have like
Yeah.
mhm.
like it reminded me a lot of that. And yeah, then like the technology that we see of when they actually do get the guys, and then you see
Yeah, exactly.
kill on sight was for Hope. So I think I don't know, it just felt very Hunger Games like it
Now,
felt
Octavia in that scene, like she's talking to Hope. Was that like really Octavia, or was that like, because obviously it's not
that's
really
what I was
Rowan.
wondering as well. That's
Like
what
I
was
don't
wondering as
understand.
well,
I didn't
because
understand that.
I don't know, because like it's the anomaly. You're not supposed to. I mean, you see like something that's happening in your mind, but like this felt like it was Octavia, because like
Yeah,
it's not like she was seeing something to taunt her or anything. Like, it
No,
was just
she was
her
telling
being
her
like-
that she has to be quiet. So I feel like I thought it was like really Octavia.
Yeah,
How the fuck did Octavia do that?
I don't know.
I'm so confused. I
She
don't think
she
they
got
had-
powers.
I mean, we don't know the anomaly. Like we don't really know much about it yet.
We don't know anything about the anomaly. That's why we can't speculate anything, honestly.
Also,
Yeah.
how do they know if the anomaly just sends you to? We know there are more planets. How the fuck do you know where you end up? Like, you just go into the anomaly and pray you end up on a good planet, or the planet where Bellamy is on. I consider that a good planet. Like, what if we don't know about the rest? Like, what do we do then? Just like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea of anything about
Yeah,
the
we have to
anomaly.
find out more about that. There's still
Yeah.
so much we don't know.
one of the
Yeah.
I'm really scared about is I thought about this last night because that's when I think bad sad thoughts apparently about because like I was just like going through like the season like in my mind like what we're going towards, and what if like, so if we do see Bellamy as like an old man, like what if when he dies we do see him die, but people are gonna be like, oh, he got to live a full life in the anomaly.
Oh my god. Infernal devices. Okay.
No,
Literally
no,
infernal
no, no,
devices.
no.
Can we just if Bellamy dies of old age, also weird. Honestly, I don't want to
That's
see
so
Bellamy.
weird.
I don't want to see Bellamy as an 80-year-old guy. I don't need that. Like, I would love to think of him dying of old age, but also I don't want to see him as an old guy. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't either.
I really hope they don't do that. That he like ended
don't
up
think they're
living
gonna
out
do
his whole life in the anomaly, and he comes out like old.
No, I
and
don't think.
old.
I don't think they will do that. Honestly.
No, I don't think I don't think either. I mean, I don't, if he's older, I don't think he's gonna be more than, I don't know, let's say 15 years older or something like that. Not like terribly older, but like maybe something. I have no idea. Also, did Octavia age or not? Like, I can't remember in season 6. What?
He didn't look like she did. I didn't think so.
It didn't look like. I mean, her hair got longer, but she didn't look any older. So like, how long was she there? If she like was with Hope growing up, that's a long time.
Maybe. I don't
She's
know.
not, but I mean, she was like 20, right? So like, if she's 30, I don't think you see much of a difference, right?
I don't know. I think
No.
you see a
Big
difference.
skincare routine in the anomaly.
Exactly, exactly. So like, maybe if she's like, I don't know, 10 years older, you wouldn't necessarily see it as much.
I don't think so.
I don't know. The anomaly does
I
weird
don't-
things.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there would be that big of a difference anyway.
Oh, and the memory loss. Apparently, Hope has memory loss.
Yeah, well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
she
she
Hope
exited
is
the
20.
anomaly.
Yeah, but Hope is 20 years old.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, yeah, no, maybe Octavia wasn't with them all the necessarily.
I don't think. I think just times works different. Like, I don't think she's gonna come back 10 or 20 years older. Or I have no idea, but I don't think.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't really
yeah.
know how time works there yet either.
Yeah. So
I don't know anything. Yeah, but Hope lost her memories, but like, I think you just lose your memories when you're out of the anomaly. You have no idea what happened there. She doesn't know then anything, right? She doesn't remember her life or anything.
no, I feel like one day, yeah,
She doesn't remember anything.
didn't remember anything because she never lived out of the anomaly.
Yeah.
So when she went
I
out,
was
when
about to ask, like-
Gabriel talked to her, it looked like she doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, she doesn't remember anything. She just knows trust Bellamy.
Yeah, and that's
Who
what
fucking
she
wrote
should know.
Trust Bellamy? Did she write Trust Bellamy?
I mean, maybe she wrote it,
Yeah, but some
like,
Octavia
it's
told
about
her.
Octavia
I
because,
thought
like,
Octavia.
well, sure, yeah.
I mean,
No,
Octavia at least told
I
him.
don't. Yeah,
to trust
exactly.
Bellamy,
I don't
nothing
think it
else.
matters
Yeah.
who wrote Trust Bellamy.
In what? Oh, maybe they thought Bellamy was gonna be there.
Well, yeah.
And now Bellamy's not there.
Well, it's not. He's captured, and they want to capture them all
Yeah.
and kill them.
It was just so strange. Like there's this one part when he's
Wait,
like,
what? What was?
like up and down, and it reminded me of like in Harry Potter with Voldemort with like the in the woods, in, like the forbidden forest, like the floating.
No, that was so funny.
Oh,
That was so
yeah.
fucking funny.
It
Him
was
flying away.
strange, like the way it was. It was literally he was dragged, and I don't understand why. That's my problem. Like why? Who?
Honestly, if you were on another planet, wouldn't you want Bellamy there? I get it. I would drag him as well with me. And then you just like that was so funny. Like Bellamy is getting dragged, and Echo's running after him, and the Anomaly is like kicking her, and I was like, fucking me, dragging Bellamy with me, and like Echo going. But I will drag Clark as well. You know, I have no idea. I have no idea. Nothing. I don't understand why they would want them. I'm sure it has something to do with Octavia because she was in there for a long time, and like for maybe they know about Bellamy and
Yeah.
want that they want Bellamy to leave them.
Yeah.
They have heard stories about Bellamy and they're like, yes, he's the most sane one. Let's get him here.
No, yeah, I don't know. But we know from the promo that Octavia is gonna find out that Bellamy is gonna get captured and is gonna try to save him, right?
She's gonna know he's captured.
Well, probably now I'm guessing because she said she wanted to go to find him and they also tried to stop her and like.
Well, wasn't she just trying to get back to him in the normal world? I thought that was what that meant.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Hold on, some Chloe F said, did you see the theory where it kind of looks like Clark is written in blood on the back of the Trust Bellamy note? I didn't see that. Did any of you guys see that?
No.
Don't give me hope.
What would that mean?
Yeah.
Trust Bellamy in the bloody on the other side with bloody letters Clark. That's really ominous. What is that?
Yeah, no.
What would that mean? What kind of hope does that give you? Clark being dead.
That's actually true. Never mind.
Why would she write it in blood if she wrote the other thing in something else?
Yeah.
She lost her pencil. So she was
Pen disappeared.
and didn't finish her sentence. I didn't see it. If I saw a picture, I can see if that like.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go back and look now, though.
Yeah, but also honestly, this fandom is the funniest. Every fucking time there's something, they always like pan up to a picture and it's so blurry, and they're like, "That's fucking Bellamy and Clark kissing," or something. And I'm just like, yeah, I see nothing there.
We're all like grasping at straws. Yeah.
It was the funniest thing when like I don't know what it was. It was Bob's video. I don't know.
It was Eliza's video.
Eliza maybe posted a video. No. It was the when for the primary school, whatever. And they like panned in on her background on the fridge, and like there was nothing. And it was like, this is their picture from their wedding. And I was like, what the fuck do you see there? It was the funniest thing.
Like Bob, like a selfie, and it was like Eliza's like strand of hair. Everybody blonde in the corner.
But they were right. They were just like right. That's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was so funny.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's something that I am looking forward to for like what it's gonna be. I really want Clark to find out that Bellamy is missing. I thought it was unrealistic that none of them seemed concerned why they took so long to come back.
And I love how we're having a picnic. Like, when have we ever been able to have any kind of like downtime? So
That was so odd.
we have all the characters that we love having a picnic, and it figures that Bellamy is gone.
Are they also all living in the same fucking house?
There's
Yeah,
no way
I
they
thought
can
that was
fit
a little
there.
like when they were like, "Oh, our new home." They're all gonna live
Is this
together.
like a sorority? Is it just like one crew beta or something? I don't know what they can call it.
Longer data.
I literally, it's like, how many people can fit in that house? Like, I get like a lot
I thought
of
it
room.
was just Clark's house at first, and then when they said that, I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, everyone has a room or something. I don't know. So like, was Bellamy supposed to be in there as well or something?
Yeah, no,
Do they have a room saved for Bellamy? I don't know.
picnic, but you know, it doesn't matter where Bellamy is. And it just that was what like Clark. I get it that she had other things going on, but she didn't mention that Bellamy would be back soon, or
I
like
just feel like it's unrealistic that none of them mention where Bellamy is. Like, I feel like they could have been like, "Oh yeah, Bellamy's doing this," like just like so we know that they like are aware.
it was like
Random. I don't know if you saw
Yeah, but
Calexa spoilers.
I don't think maybe.
I see somebody right now in the comments. I just saw that.
Wait, saw what?
Echo's love for Bellamy survives a 5-year time jump in the Anomaly.
What does that mean though? So that means
There's a 5-year time jump in the Anomaly.
Yeah.
but
What does
like,
that
Well,
mean?
we'll see her with a shorter hair, but like when that's 5 years for her. So if she came back, would that be 5 years for us?
No, that will be like 5 hours for us.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they're there for fucking 5 years.
Wait, so they're gonna be in the Anomaly for 5 years?
Then
In Anomaly
but
time.
that doesn't make sense. Then Octavia would have to come back like 40 years old. That doesn't make sense. And Diosa 60. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm 100% sure that's not gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, then what does this mean?
I don't know. I just feel like they're. I
Account
don't.
is usually right. That's the problem.
What?
That account is usually right.
Yeah, I know.
No, they're right. Like we just know that they're,
Yeah, they're
right.
right.
I think like whenever spoiler accounts appear, I was like, until Calexa spoilers tweet something out, it's just not true.
Yeah.
This is someone with screeners. I think we've established that like since season 4.
Yeah, since season 4. Yeah.
Literally since season 4, they were always. Isn't that great?
They've been living together also for another 5 years together, I guess.
No.
Gabriel,
Gabriel,
Echo, and
Echo.
Hope.
Okay, let's think of it this way though. It says Echo's love.
Not Bellamy.
No,
Pull it, yes.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate it.
And the thing is,
I mean,
like,
of course. I
what-
mean,
like,
I
what
don't know.
scenes did
This,
they
I mean,
have
this,
last season. Like, you have to think all of their scenes, like last season, was like blurred out, most of them, to show like Clark. Like, it's ridiculous to me. Like like Echo and Bellamy. Like,
I
they
just
didn't
don't
even
remember
try
it
to
being-
like establish them into like a couple that made sense.
no, I don't think they care at this point. Like, I'm just convinced Jason is writing that mostly out of spite, because like legit, no one cares. I don't know why he is trying to make Becco a thing. Becco is not gonna be a thing in fandom's eyes. I mean, sure, there are people who like them, and more power to them. I don't get it. I will never understand it. And I mean, it's Jason.
Bellamy is
What?
gonna be older than Clark.
What?
Yeah, we know Bellamy's not 6 years because then he'd be like 11 years older than Clark. Like when he comes out, he's gonna be older than all of them now. Like him and Echo, and they're all just gonna be aged.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
but how is fucking Octavia young? What is that? What is happening with Octavia then?
It's like she went backwards. Everybody else is going forward.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But they said 100 times like time doesn't work.
Yeah, time doesn't work the same, but
So
like I
maybe,
don't think it
like,
goes backwards for aging. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. But like, I don't think we can speculate anything. We see at least.
Yeah.
Oh God, Bellamy is gonna be fucking 80. Bellamy is gonna have a cane.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, this is so fun, isn't it?
She reversed time, Alex said. That's so maybe time was going backwards and then she reversed it and it went forward.
I feel like this is really complicated to bring into the last season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's so.
Yeah.
It's not just the Anomaly. He started bringing like there's problems in Sanctum with like
Yeah.
5 different. Every group has a problem.
I agree with
And now we have to deal with all of that as well. I think it's so much, and it's the last season, and I just want to see the characters be fine and not having to deal with 50 plot lines.
Exactly.
Because it's gonna be too hard to follow.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose sense of characters because of that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think
It's such a huge storyline for like last season, honestly.
Yeah, I hope that they don't make it too complicated, like all the different time stuff, and because then it's gonna get hard to follow, and it's just not like
Well,
I want it to
then-
be more like character centered the last season.
Oh, I
No.
don't think it's not gonna be.
Didn't someone with the screeners say for like the first 4 episodes something along the lines of like be prepared to write things down or something.
Yeah,
Because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that.
I
But
will not.
Yeah, I will not
Yeah.
forget
Absolutely
anything.
not.
If I can't remember it, then
That's
I
their
don't care enough to
problem.
write things
That's
down.
fucking their
supposed to be
problem.
remembered.
so true. But there was a scene that had Clark, Raven, Miller, Murphy, and it was all of like the season 1 originals right there. And even Amori was there. And you know what scene I'm talking about when they're all like standing in Sanctum. And it was just like I was missing Bellamy and Octavia in that scene so much, because I really wish that going into the final season, we had more of like a season 1 take where we were all like as a group working together towards something instead of being split up for the final season. I just wanted more like the delinquent stuff, and I just feel like I would have really appreciated that this season and not so much this plot line that we're in with like a million different things happening.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of characters in Sanctum. It's so many people, and it was hard to follow. Like, I just felt like I was lost like the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I mean, we were both lost because like we really just didn't remember a lot of season
Yeah.
6. I think
We didn't rewatch.
like
season six.
again, I think
It's
the
been a year since
Yeah.
we watched it last time, and like
yeah, and like the what's his name? Jordan and Russell's scene.
when
They were
started
looking
talking-
something. They were looking at the floor. There was something with his arm. I like. Was that a thing in the past season? I have no idea what
I
that
have no
was.
idea what.
Yeah,
happened.
that I was very lost on.
Literally, we're just both
I was like,
watching.
what are you talking about?
They're talking about something. Maybe it's important.
I
But,
feel like
like, I
his
have no
storyline's
clue.
gonna be confusing. Like Jordan's storyline's just we're not gonna know what's happening.
And if I remember correctly, he didn't even have a storyline last season.
No,
It revolved around the girl.
Around the girl for 2
the
episodes.
girl
in
that
the
he was
beginning,
with for like
and that's it.
5 minutes and like fell in love with.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
And like he was Monty and Harper's son. They could have given him. It wasn't hard to think of a better storyline for him.
Exactly.
Everyone could do it, and they fucking just like threw him to a girl and be like, "There,
That's the worst
Go there.
storyline you could have written for him. Worst one.
Jesus. So dumb."
Yeah, that still makes me upset that they didn't use him, especially because
Yeah, well, and we were so excited
Monty
about
Harper's
this
kid.
storyline. We were so excited about that.
We thought it was gonna be good.
and I have no hope for
Like
his
a lot of
storyline
things.
this season.
What?
I said I have no hope for his storyline this season because I feel like it's just gonna be like confusing things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
like,
he's
I have no hope for
adjusted.
anything this season,
Whatever
not
that
his
means.
storyline.
Yeah, he's adjusted, but like, I mean, to what? Like he started. What exactly happened to him? He was like with the Primes, right, in season 6.
Yeah.
But like, did something like physically happen to him?
No, I think. Oh, somebody.
He was like
stabbed
frozen
him.
or something.
Oh no, somebody stabbed
Maddie
him.
stabbed him.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, he got stabbed.
Yes, he got stabbed.
Yes,
He got stabbed.
I do remember that.
I fucking tell you, he literally got stabbed.
So he nearly
That's
made
why we
it.
didn't really see him because he got stabbed. And then he was
Yeah.
like,
and
Oh
then
yeah,
we didn't
they
see him
literally put him from like away for 5 episodes. Like no
Yeah,
one talked about him.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god, that's
then-
even dumber than I remembered it being. Yeah, okay, so maybe like he was near death and saw the light, and that's why him and Russell were talking about something. He saw something.
I felt like he was manipulating him in that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
feel
he was,
tried.
yeah, but
he's gonna go bad.
he was
I
going
think.
with it. Yeah, but he was like, yeah, I saw it or something, like something on the floor, and he was like, this is your fucking mystery now to deal with or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And now Russell's gone, I think.
Like,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
I didn't actually see that coming. I really didn't.
Yeah, me neither. But I didn't think much about Shaheda,
Exactly.
honestly.
I
I
feel
couldn't
like
care
there's
less.
so
about
So
that
much
stuff.
going on because now we're gonna have that going on too.
Exactly, that would be.
being
Oh my
Carry
god, I
over.
forgot.
And
That was
imagine
kind of unnecessary. Like, why do we need
Exactly.
to carry over that storyline?
because Jason
Exactly.
loves it.
and
Oh.
and imagine when they find out, like one crew finds out that Maddie is not a commander anymore, and they're gonna get
That's
mad,
gonna be
and
a
that's gonna be a
problem.
thing and problem. Like, how many problems can we get?
And then watch in a couple episodes, we're gonna bring back the flame somehow.
We're gonna put the flame.
Kill me.
I
Just
would,
kill
no,
me.
I would actually, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I would just laugh. At that point, what else can you do than laugh?
Yeah.
And
honestly.
just knowing that all of the commanders are in the flame, you have to wonder, like all the past commanders are in the flame, right? That includes Alexa. So like you have to wonder how. I feel like Jason's gonna do something this season that Lex is gonna help out or something like that. We know that she's not coming back.
Well, no, there was that scene when Gaia was like showing Clark the drawings.
Yeah, and there was a drawing.
And was like, oh yeah, like it's like whatever she's like drawing, and it could be like all like the past commanders. And I looked at Jack and I was like, Lex is coming. She's gonna draw Lexa.
No, I think
like give Clark a message.
Yeah, we were just like
drawing.
Yeah,
like just like this is.
I do think that we're gonna get something like that, like a message from Lexa to Clark. I do think something like that might.
How original. I mean, how fucking original. Like, we didn't get that every fucking season. Oh my god, there's Jason, groundbreaking work there.
I was waiting for it.
No, but like, no, when we saw that, we really didn't even, like, I knew that she was like from Lex, we were just like talking about how awful Clark looked in that episode. We were just like, this is Clark's worst look. Imagine having that in your head and being in, like, Lexa must have been really in love with her, because like, watching, like, if that was her best memory of Clark 3-3, when she looked like that, I don't know. It was ridiculous. Ugh, that was the worst look. And then Clark was just like that was a past life. She didn't give a shit then. She was just like, it feels like ages ago. And I was like, okay, Clark. She was like really dead at that point mentally because of Abby and all that. But like, yeah. That was like
I did like Clark's development in this episode though, like how in the beginning of the episode when Maddie's trying to like get her to open up about her mom and losing her mom, and Clark was being Clark, just like not wanting to feel that and just being like, I'm fine, like not thinking about it. And then later on how she broke down.
Yes.
Eliza killed that scene.
That was great.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So good.
no, yeah.
Clark in this episode was just amazing. Every part of it, from the beginning until the end.
Yeah, I mean,
she always is.
Yeah, that's true. She always is.
No, but like you can see throughout the episode, like she was really keeping it together. And
Yeah,
she was
and
saying,
we were just waiting for her to break.
Yeah, they were like, we were just like, I think 15 times we just mentioned, oh my god, she's gonna break so bad when she breaks.
She's so calm. She's so calm. She's too calm.
And then Russell starts coming up with the clothes, and we're just like, shit.
Okay, let's
shit.
Here it comes.
Yeah, but it was so good. Like her standing
Exactly.
behind, I mean, in front of the burning castle or whatever, and it felt very Daenerys-esque. And like screaming and she was just like so badass walking down the stairs. I loved that whole fucking thing.
And when she was punching Russell,
oh yeah, when she was punching Russell, she really came far with her punching skills. Like, let's all remember Anya and all that. Like, she really came far. I'm really proud there.
Yeah, I there's that one moment when he gives her the ring, and I think that's
exactly. That was the moment where she broke.
I love the progression of that, because before that, Russell says to her, "How do you do it?" Because he just lost his daughter, so he's kind of going through grieving as well, and he says, "How do you do it?" And Clark is just like, "You take a breath and then you take another," because that's what they've done on the show.
Yeah.
They've just
been breathing,
never really had time to sit and mourn.
Yeah.
So I really liked how when he gave her the stuff, that's when she really broke.
Yeah.
That's
really
powerful.
Yeah. No, I really like that. It all made sense. Yeah, I think like we didn't hate this episode at all. We thought it was pretty good. It was interesting for us. We enjoyed it. And I think they did a lot of things well in that episode, like regarding all the characters, like Indra. Indra was great.
Indra was so funny.
Indra was fucking hilarious.
We laughed
I don't know why we laughed so
every
much.
time she appeared.
She's like eating the soup, and Maddie and Clark are like talking about dead mothers, and she's like just drinking soup. We were dying laughing. But I think the episode had a lot of positive things. If we again just forget Bob and all that, but again, there's a problem there of them starting so many storylines that I don't think they can do justice to most of them or most of the characters.
Exactly.
Because I think it's impossible. They really bit off more than they could chew. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I agree. I feel like there's just a lot going on already, and it was only the first episode.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know when Bellamy is gonna show up.
I guess episode 5. Right?
It doesn't have to be. But like the scene in the trailer, he still had his beard, right? When Octavia was like, "I'm not gonna let you die for me."
I think a lot of people said that that's from season 6.
What?
Yeah.
Is that from season 6?
A lot of
Um,
people are
Wow.
saying that, but I don't know. We don't really know for sure. We really don't.
Like, how is that from season 6? There was someone pointing a gun at her.
At her,
or-
no, that's from season. Octavia's part was from season 7.
Oh, but Bellamy's face.
Was from season 6.
Oh,
so
that.
he didn't
Okay.
have any
Yeah.
scenes in promo.
Fine. It's because he's an old man, guys. It's gonna be because he's an old man.
No.
oh my gosh.
No.
There was
Why
really
would they hide? Why would they hide beardless Bellamy? Like we didn't see that before.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, there are so many people in here.
He's gonna be great, guys. He's gonna be great. What is? Oh god. I don't know. How I'm going with that, but I'm going with that. I will pass out. Honestly, I can't keep up with the comments. I keep forgetting to read them.
There are 16 episodes. So we do, and it sucks because with 16 episodes, we had the opportunity to have more of like a slow progression in a way and have those episodes where we have such great character moments. And for it just to be plot focused, like I was Aaron, he tweeted something about this was like a while ago, but he had said that with stories, the characters are the most important part. Like that's the heart of it. That's why we care for a plot at all. You know, without that,
And that's why when he left, things just went downhill.
change, you can really tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how the show doesn't realize how much everyone just loves the slow down episodes and like bottled episodes when they just deal with characters and not a lot of plot. Like every season, like I love a fast paced episode as well, but like when everything is just fast paced, like who the fuck cares then? Like give me the characters. Yeah, and like whenever the show did something slower, I think in season 5 or something, there was like I don't know the 7th episode or something with Monty. There was like with Jasper, whatever it was. It was like one of my favorite episodes that season. I mean, I know there's not a lot to pick from, but it was like so slower, and I loved it. And I don't know why the show just doesn't realize that. I don't know why they just don't just do that more.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like this entire season is gonna be so fast paced.
Yeah, I mean,
If
it has to
started like this,
Yeah.
I feel like
It took a minute to get into it though. Like it was very confusing in the beginning with the primes. I didn't remember.
Yeah, it was.
And we had just watched the finale, so you think that we would have remembered, but it was still hard to track it.
But
And
like we didn't remember the finale watching the finale. We didn't remember it. I was like, wow, what is this?
How did we get here?
Yeah, I was just like watching like, wow, when did that happen?
But like it shouldn't be like that. Like you should be able to jump into a new season, even if it's picking up right where it left off, but it should be that epic and that gripping where you knew exactly where we were going. And the only thing that really stuck for us going into this was the Anomaly stuff. Nothing of like the primes with Russell. I just didn't remember it at first. That's why I really just the second half when Clark started to take charge and she went in there and she beat his ass. Like I thought that stuff was really great.
Yeah,
I think because they all try to do a lot of things even in season 6, and then you just like it's a lot to keep up with, and also like just because I feel like we all didn't rewatch that necessarily.
Yeah.
And like for the past, I mean, the first 4 seasons, I think like every time the season finished, we would just like rewatch the entire show. Like I don't know, because like we loved it, and we didn't have that necessarily wish to do that with season 5 and 6. And so a lot of things from there are blurred, but because they try to do so many things, and like I don't think you can keep up with that from one watch. I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to think we're people who are very active in the actual fandom, so you have to wonder what casual viewers, like people who are just watching, every what
I don't understand how those people do that. Like, how do you watch and not like get your life invested in it? Like, I wish I could do that.
My mom and my sister are the casual.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
And
my
understand it? Did they understand last night?
I haven't asked them yet.
Like, I'm curious at like what a casual viewer would think of everything. And like, I feel like if I was a casual viewer, I wouldn't have been as mad about Bellamy because I wouldn't know that he's not going to be in it that much this season.
I was
I feel like slowly as the episodes went on, you would have just got more concerned.
Yeah.
Like, where's Bellamy? Where's Bellamy? Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
but they would be like, I went on Reddit last night and was like, I don't know, reading their thoughts before like the episode premiered or whatever. And I feel like Reddit has more casual viewers.
Yeah.
Everyone is so excited for the show to come back. Everyone was just like, I don't know what everyone was freaking out about Bellamy not being in the poster. Like, who cares or whatever? Like, that's fine. And like, I feel like because we know so much about like how Jason works, how Bob works, and all that, like we're just like losing our minds slowly. And the casual viewers can just like chill and be like, oh yeah, that is gonna make sense or whatever. I feel like it's much easier on them.
Yeah, I would like to be able to do that and to watch
I
it
would
like
love
that.
to be. I feel like they could, I mean,
Like,
as us, they would,
Enjoy the show,
Yeah.
like enjoy it's fast paced and enjoy everything.
I feel like if you're a casual viewer, you would care more about the plot.
Exactly.
And the plot is always gonna be a big thing in the 100. So I feel like they would
Yeah.
always enjoy it. But
Yeah.
season
for us,
like loved last season. Last season was really good if you think about it because it was so like Bellamy centered on going after Clark. Like that whole thing was really cool. And I don't want to lose sight of that this season, and we are. Like I feel
Didn't Andrew, your cousin, didn't he watch season 5 of The 100? And he was like when you would talk to him about it, it would be so weird because he was like one of the casual viewers.
My cousin, he is a few years older than me, and he is like a casual viewer. Like he just watches it when it goes up on Netflix and just binges it. And so like when he was watching season 5, he's like, oh, like, yeah, like it was really good. And season 6, I think he liked, but season 5, I remember he was like, yeah, it took me like a minute to get into it, but it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. Like he actually really enjoys the show. But I know in season 6, I mean, they did just have a baby, but in season 6, it was like he totally got like off the rail. He was just like, I'm so confused. He was confused in season 6. But he did love it in the beginning, and then as the season progressed, he was just confused. And he's not right now.
It's very interesting to talk to people like that. Don't like invest their whole like life into it.
yeah, I think we both like got a lot of people that we know to watch the show.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And they all watched it and love it, but of course all of them are casual.
Yeah.
And so that I think that's why they can enjoy the show even in the newer seasons, because like they're all like just binge it when it all comes out.
Even the casual viewers, honestly, especially the ones, I think a few of them got lost in season 5 and 6. That I know.
Yeah, I don't think that I talked to anyone about season 5 and 6 because they didn't want to. I was just like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, don't talk to me about it. Find someone else to talk to. I don't know.
No, I do think that's like I don't know, like I do think that there was like a difference between 5, 6, and 7 now than 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I just when I think of the show, 1 to 4 are just what I think of when you want to think of 100. You know?
Yeah, that's the show we love, honestly.
That's
the
show about the 100.
Yeah, about the 100. Now it's just like after the 100.
This show is the chip.
I don't even know what this show is.
The baiting and the bruising.
Exactly.
It's because of the fandom in general. It's because of Twitter, honestly. Like Twitter is where it's all at, because that's where you have like the direct line with all the writers and the showrunner and everyone involved, and you see it every day. People were looking for Bob for the countdown picture, and he wasn't the countdown picture this year for the final season, and that like It makes me really sad as a Bob fan. It's just very sad.
I get so mad about that. It's like I wanna rant and go on and on and on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe they maybe took the pictures during filming the final episode, and I think Bellamy is gonna be dead by then. But still, what?
When do we think that's happening?
I think between 13 and 14.
14.
Yeah. Just because I think they wouldn't do 15, because I think they would give it one more episode for them to, like, I don't know, mourn Bellamy or something. I don't think they would all do that in like the 60. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't even fucking mourn them.
For that.
I don't know. I'm seeing like 13 or 14. And so I don't think Bob was on set. I mean, we know Bob wasn't on set for the final episode.
I think there is a
when they
possibility
took the
for
picture.
that to be even 15, honestly.
I don't know. But like, even if he wasn't there, you knew he wasn't gonna be there. Why didn't you just take his picture beforehand? Like,
no, I don't think that this picture has anything to do that he wasn't there. I honestly think it's just Jason that doesn't want to put there.
Yeah, I think that was, but I think that I don't know if it'll be, because we have 16 episodes. So I don't know if they'll kill him more in 15. So that way we only have one more episode. I don't know if I can keep watching with Bellamy dead.
I honestly think it just depends, like, of the way they killed him.
Kill him. The thing is,
if
we
he's
already
gonna
know it's
die
gonna be bad.
sacrificing or something like that, I don't think they would need like 3 more episodes after that. I think they can do it in the one, like, right next to the finale.
Yeah.
So just depends on how they choose to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it'll definitely be the episode before the finale or the actual finale.
But like Bob
But
wasn't
he
there.
wasn't there for the finale, so
Wouldn't
it can be
yeah.
finale.
So it has
We
to
don't
be
know
the
if he
episode
wasn't there for the
before.
actual finale. We just know that he wasn't in the picture. But
No,
I feel like
he wasn't there,
like
because of the Twitter. He was
Bob posted a video of him outside where you can clearly see he's in LA, and it was the most random timing. And Bob always does this to like let you know, to like keep your expectations low. And he was like 2 weeks after the t-shirts or whatever it was, he was like thanking them, thanking fans for like ordering t-shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
It felt like interesting timing. We all know they were filming the finale, and he went literally on his terrace to let everyone know he's in LA.
He's in LA, and
literally, I feel like he did it on purpose.
Exactly.
And if he does that on purpose, then that's an indication that he wasn't there. So that's why I'm also, I mean, he tweeted the tweet that kind of felt like he ended his run somewhere at the end of February or something. I don't know what exact date it was and what they were filming then, but that was like the tweet, like when something is coming to an end, you sometimes fail to see the point of it or whatever it was, and to me that felt like, oh yeah, he finished.
I'm looking at the tweet right now because it was going around on Twitter. It was February 25th.
Yeah, I thought it was like end of February or something.
Yeah,
which would be the 15th.
Hard to derive meaning clearly, then why the message, the lesson at this point in time only can look back and thank it for the ride. Bruised and somewhat wiser as a human, I'm grateful.
That's, to me, the second I read it, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
He filmed his last scene.
Exactly.
And so
I think it's gonna be maybe 15, probably. Maybe 14, but
I
don't think
14 or 15.
I could see 14 or 15.
Him.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna watch this, guys. Like
I'm ready.
Do we think that Clark is dying?
Oh my god.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I don't know, like even worse than that, we have to watch
even worse than that, no, for me, even it's the worst thing is that I don't think I'm gonna be satisfied with his death. So like,
because it doesn't seem like Bob was satisfied.
Yeah, and I trust his judgment.
And yeah, we all know that he loves Bellamy, and anytime we watched any of his interviews or whatever before any season, everything he says I agree with. And so I feel like we think the same way as he thinks. I mean, in the sense of the show.
Yeah, we watch the show the same way he watches.
Yeah, and if he's not satisfied with Bellamy's ending, then I'm gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I have accepted that.
Yeah, that's the thing I have most problems with.
Yeah.
This is
No,
gonna
just but everything I'm driving is just like from Bob's Twitter. But I think like he always like just sneakily tells us something. And yeah.
I just hope that it's more towards as far as we can go to the end.
That's
like
true.
be like I don't have to watch that much else. Like obviously we're gonna watch the whole season, but I don't want to watch like 5 episodes with knowing that he's dead. You know, I want to be 1 or 2 and finish it and be done.
Yeah.
You're like, don't do it in the top 10 episode.
Yeah,
exactly. The first 10 episodes.
Oh my god! If they do it, I don't think I will finish
both of us were talking that there will be a high possibility of the show like doing something that will piss us off so much that we wouldn't be able to finish the show. Because like if we weren't doing reactions, I think for both of us, 1% chance that we would play the season.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I would be like so pissed off. I would be like the rest of the people we follow on Twitter who are just like, we're not watching, we're just like keeping up on Twitter, like we're not gonna do this to ourselves. I feel like
but because we're where we do reactions and
exactly.
We're on YouTube and we're doing these chats and stuff, like I think that we also kind of owe it to like our channel just to
exactly. We started this channel because of the 100, so we're gonna
push it through.
Yeah, I think. Let's try.
Do we think that Clark is going to die?
No, I don't think. I think the Bellamy is the only one, like really important one that's gonna die.
Yeah. I feel like I used to think like, oh, Bellamy and Clark are gonna die together, but now I feel like it's just gonna be Bellamy and Clark's gonna end up.
Me too.
Yeah.
They just want to write them a scene where they're together, even to die. Like,
can't even get that.
No. I would like. I
wouldn't mind if we did like. Did you guys see like Rise of Skywalker, like the Reylo in that? Like, I wouldn't. At least we'd get like a kiss before he died. Like, I mean, it was like instantaneously in Star Wars, but I wouldn't. I'd be a little bit more at peace if we did get like Blark, like a goodbye scene with like a kiss and like feelings and stuff like that. But we're not going to. And
watch him die in Echo's arms.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm mentally preparing for that.
And back we go. Here we go.
It's either we're gonna like Echo's arms or Octavia's arms. I feel like, I mean, more Octavia. 0 chance, I think, of him dying in Clark's eyes, because Clark's eyes in Clark's arms. Because it's Jason. I mean, I feel like Clark is just gonna find out he died somehow.
Gabriel couldn't just like
he's not gonna die,
go.
or he's gonna die alone, because he's gonna sacrifice himself for everybody, and he's gonna die alone, bleeding or something like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get really pissed if his last words are "my sister, my responsibility." Like, I'm just gonna.
Honestly, yeah, I could see that, because that's
I don't know. I think there is a bigger chance for him to sacrifice himself for like all of them, not only Octavia. I think we're past that point. At least I hope we're past, like, not that point, but like that is the only storyline for him.
I don't have that much faith in Jason. No.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be just for Octavia. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be a thing where he dies for her, and that's the end of his story.
I don't think so, honestly.
What if he just doesn't die for anyone? What if he just gets killed tragically? Like someone just shoots him out of nowhere. What if that happens? And he doesn't sacrifice himself for anyone? I would like, guys, I would laugh. He would be dying and I would be laughing, because like how
fucking bullet.
Yeah, like, oh my god. No, God, no. Like, no, what did Bob say? He's just like walking and like slips and falls off a cliff.
Or really hits his head on like a tree
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I also.
The thing is, Lexa as a character, we did really like her, and her death was so bad. Like,
Yeah.
So if they do
that was really bad. I'm really scared that it's going to be a similar situation to that.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Bellarkers and Klexos unite. Talking about. That would be Unity
the
Day.
biggest plot twist at the end of the season.
Oh God. I don't think he would do that twice necessarily. I just think, I think Jason can find a lot of bad ways to kill a character off, and I guess we'll see one in 10 episodes.
Which one he's gonna choose?
Yeah, so many options.
Yeah. He probably thought which way will hurt the fans the most. So
That's how he thinks. He's over there writing. He's like, all right, what do they hate the most?
Mm-hmm.
What is gonna make them cry?
Legit, that's how he does it. That's like not even funny. That's literally how he does it. Like Aaron even said like he's doing it to spite fans. Like, oh my God, he's how old is he? He's in like 50. He's acting 15. Like that's ridiculous.
Yep.
I don't know. Like Twitter is more mature than him. Like Twitter is not known for that. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I hate it.
It sucks. It sucks. That's the only thing I could think of, and it sucks. This is a really bad situation that.
What?
I think Jacqueline froze.
We have returned, Black Crew.
I was like, did we stop and like they don't hear Jacqueline anymore?
If
we were talking about Jason. And Jason.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
That way.
Jason's watching.
Oh, our reaction got blocked. Jason again. I mean, I feel like it's our fault because we left a lot in. So.
Yeah, well, we didn't.
We'll file a complaint. Let's see. I don't know. Oh my God, Jacqueline. Okay.
Jacqueline's back.
You literally froze right after we were talking about Jason.
Oh, she's still. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, no. Let Bellamy die in episode 14. If he dies in episode 15 that Kim writes, fucking kill me. Fucking kill me. She does not get that. Absolutely fucking not. No.
Typical. Typical.
Kill him in 14. Kill him in 14. Please. I know she's gonna get it. Oh my God, she's gonna love it.
That's why.
I feel like it's at the same time though, like I don't know. I feel like Jason would have that episode to write for Bellamy.
What?
I still feel like Jason would want to write that with Bellamy's death.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how writers' room works.
Unless they just like agreed, I guess.
He's not gonna keep him for till the last episode. Like he's gone before the last episode. I'm like 99.9% confident.
Yeah.
And so
0.1% crew.
Yeah. This is a sad fucking crew. Yeah, I'm certain, nearly certain that he's not in the finale. He dies before that. So then Jason doesn't get to write it. And who does he give that to? Kim.
I'm 100% now sure that he gives that in 15
Oh my
episodes.
God.
And he's gonna have like one scene. Kim never gives him more than 2 scenes in episodes like that she writes.
She replaced Aaron, right? Like
she's exclusive producer right now.
Oh my God,
right next to Jason.
We felt so bad. We went from Aaron to Kim. Oh my God.
I miss Aaron so much. Support anything that man does. I miss him.
Like you can even tell like how Aaron was. He was never fucking with the fans as much as anyone else does. Like I remember him answering questions on Tumblr and everything, and like he was always very respectful and really didn't get into any didn't bait fans, didn't get into any arguments.
Very unproblematic.
Yeah, and I think you can see that, but like by Bob and Eliza being great with him, being great friends with him.
Yeah.
He was great. He deserved a better show than this then.
Yeah.
He deserved working under a better person than Jason. So
yeah.
I'm so happy for his new show. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
I can't do any more medical dramas. I watched a lot of them. I'm gonna do it for him.
We'll all do reactions to it, and we'll support him.
I adore him. I think he deserves the world.
Yeah.
I also Bob not being able to direct. Apparently Bob is not directing this season.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with Eliza not being able to direct. Wasn't that a thing? Like, because Eliza couldn't do it, and then Bob also didn't want to do it because of that.
Probably.
Which I think, which I think makes sense and is like really sweet.
Yeah.
But it's sad. I'm really sad I won't get to see an episode directed by Eliza and Bob. Like, I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Their mental health comes first.
Absolutely. Yeah, some people in the comments are talking about that video. We saw that video going around of Ricky's interview. Yeah, seeing that I think was you look at that differently than at the time that stuff was going on in season 3. You look at it differently.
I remember that in season 3, and I remember I was also then mad in Ricky's behalf because I think that came out soon after he was killed off. And I remember like thinking during season 3 like how he wasn't in the season.
He wasn't.
Because I felt like so disconnected from him because I loved Lincoln before and I felt so disconnected.
And he was like the main character in his first 2 seasons, especially in the second season.
Yeah.
And then
like clearly something happened because
3 seasons.
0 fucking scenes.
Literally.
And like hearing that, and just like being like, is Jason like that big of a? I'm not gonna say what, but at that point I wasn't completely sure. Like I was like, maybe there's some misunderstanding, maybe there's some other things, but like as years went by and Jason's reputation in my eyes went fucking down, this seems normal to me. This seems like something Jason would have done.
Yeah.
I remember feeling very bad for Ricky when it happened.
Yeah.
Listening to it in season 3 as well. Yeah. And so like putting it past Jason to do that to Bellamy is I think a lot to ask of him. I fully believe that if he doesn't get along with Bob, which he doesn't, I fully believe that he would just minimize his character as much as possible and then just like kill him off. And which is another reason why I hate this season and don't want to watch it because I'm gonna be so pissed off.
Yep, it definitely makes sense now looking back, and I feel like history repeats itself. Like
exactly,
that'll happen again.
Well, I remember that happening in season 3, and just like I was just so shocked because I felt like I was like, whoa, like I can't believe that stuff was really going on and that happened to him. And seeing the progression and seeing that we're back in a similar situation, especially now with someone who he was a male lead, like he was the lead next to Eliza for 7 years, and it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, and also like he was just like, he was a lead and he was also Filipino, so like a lot of people found representation in that, and that was like really important. And I know it was important to Bob as well. And to just like erase that because you don't like the actor, grow up. I don't know what to tell you, fucking grow up. It's not like the actor is, I don't know, racist or homophobic or something. So I would tell you, write him off like you did with Wick. Bob couldn't be a nicer fucking guy. Rick went. I mean, I loved Rick, but then I heard what the actor was saying, so I was like, yeah, bye Wick. But like Bob is the sweetest guy, and because of his disagreements with Jason and how Jason runs the show, Jason goes and like potentially, like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I wouldn't put it past him, especially because of the promo stuff. And then for Jason to go and like minimize his character, fucking, I can't even talk about the levels of disrespect that is. Not only to like Bob, and mostly to Bob, honestly, but like also to fans who found themselves represented in Bellamy's character. I think it's ridiculous.
Absolutely. For sure. And remember that Jason interview that came out when he said, he's like, and the show will give it to you eventually too. Like, oh, if you want the books will have it. And the show will give it to you eventually.
Bait. That was all bait.
He said, I remember that specifically. He said that was taken out of context. But even if we dismiss that one thing,
there's hundreds.
There's like the tweet that keeps now going around that like, calling all Bellark fans, please no, never spoil the real story.
No,
hashtag the journey is long or something. I don't know how dared he tweet in season 2. I remember him tweeting in season 2. I was just like, fucking stop. He got all the fandoms so riled up against each other, like putting Klexas against Bellarks because like he could, you know. He just kept getting everyone riled up, and I fucking hated him for it. I was just like, fucking stop tweeting. Like, I don't know why you keep doing that.
Yeah.
And like if I was like a Klexa shipper, and like I saw like calling, please don't, I will never spoil the real story. Like, I'm just dragging you along, Klexa fans, and like Bellark is the real story. I would have been fucking pissed off. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous. And what was the real story?
Well,
Echo and Bellamy. I think was that real story? I mean, he clearly changed the story.
Yeah, no, there was a writing. It's very inconsistent in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Honestly, we'll see as we go on. Like, the first episode's done. We got 15 more to go.
We got through it.
We
only 15 more to go.
Only.
And then episode 8 is supposed to be like the backdoor pilot or something.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was gonna be.
I thought it's gonna be later in the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they did someone say that, or did I just imagine?
No, I think we just imagined that. I don't think anybody.
I mean, it makes sense that it wouldn't be farther in the season.
Yeah,
I think they'll be bad.
Yeah, it's better this way.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch. We will not be watching that.
Well, look, we're gonna be forced to watch the backdoor pilot because, like, if we want to watch the show, but the fucking spin-off.
Yeah, no, the spin-off.
No, absolutely not.
We'll see. We will see.
Do we want to do what we were talking about before we came on here?
Did you tweet that? Do people like know?
I don't think.
Are we announcing it now?
I guess
Sure.
How do you want to do
Jason?
Oh my god! Imagine a Jason request.
I would let him in here just so we can all have a word with that man.
Oh. Hello, Jason. Oh, that would be an intervention.
Yeah. What would that be?
Oh my god, that would be just like
you guys yet.
I was like, what was the reason?
So we had this idea.
That would be like the gift that was like, what was the reason? I mean, that would be me.
So I guess we'll just say it on here since like it's fine.
Yeah.
We had the idea where we would like put the link out for like the chat that we're doing right now, and you guys can request like to come in here, and we'll let like a couple of you guys in here at a time, like one at a time, and then like we'll kick that person out and then let another person in, and you guys could basically come in and ask like any questions you have, or like if you want to like just say something that is on your mind about the episode and we could talk about it for like a minute or two.
Yeah,
we thought that would be a cool way to like incorporate you guys into the live chat so we could talk to you guys for like a short amount of time, and then so
that would be fun.
Jacqueline, if you want to tweet the link.
Yeah, we did like a Zoom, and we were able to talk to a lot of you guys, and it was really cool to do that and to be able to talk to you guys about the episode, because you guys are going through the same thing as us. Like, we're all just fans and we're all just upset.
We're all just tired.
Bruised.
So you guys will be in the like live chat too for like we'll like see it.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah. So
you're being watched by everybody.
By Jason.
And Jason.
Don't feel bad if you're like in pajamas. I have my little mermaid pajama pants on.
I have pajama bottoms on too.
Well, yeah, Chloe's sleeping right here, so does that? I guess that counts.
Are we gonna
Yeah, how should we put
wait?
the like
Jacqueline, you could tweet the link.
all right, I'll tweet it, or should we put it? Yeah, you know what? I'll tweet it so that way people can actually get it through Twitter, and I mean, because I can also put it in the chat on here.
You can put it in both, right?
Oh, you mean like the chat where everybody's like actually watching
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
like,
like,
they're talking to us right now.
Yeah, do both. It's fine.
okay, I'm gonna put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm so excited. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put come talk with us and put the Zoom link. So yeah, and we're gonna let you guys in like one at a time, and
It's gonna be random, so I'm sorry if like you don't get to like. It's not gonna. We're not gonna be able to let everybody in because we'll be here for like 10 hours probably because there's like 300 of you guys watching right now. So
I mean, we'll do it every week. So like, if you didn't get to do it this time, you know, you could do it next time.
Yeah.
So it's not just like the 5 of us complaining all the time. Let someone else complain for a bit.
This is your time to say what you need to say.
All right. I put. Oh, I don't.
Jason's watching.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Nobody's here
Okay,
yet.
so now we just wait.
Now we
You
wait.
just randomly select a person.
Yeah, someone's randomly just gonna pop up here.
Yeah. Again, hopefully someone fully dressed.
Yeah,
Not
please don't
asking
be
for
naked.
much.
Pajamas are good,
Wasn't
but
there-
wearing clothes.
Was I the only person who saw like on our Zoom?
You
when
didn't?
we did- There
Yes.
was a but.
I think I realized that eventually and
No
got
one
rid of
was
them.
saying anything. No one was saying anything. I was like looking at it, like, please don't turn around. Just like stay like that,
I
please.
out.
And then it suddenly disappeared. I know I texted the group. I was just like, there's a button on screen, guys. That's funny.
Nobody's here yet. What's he think everybody's so
Very shy.
Okay.
Honestly, we're asking them to
The
be
link
live.
says it isn't valid.
Oh.
What?
Hold on. Let me
Oh, it's not valid?
let me send.
Send the new one in there, maybe. I don't know.
It might have been because actually it might have been because not everybody was in here when I had sent you the link, Jacqueline, like originally.
Jason has joined the Zoom.
Can't think of anything.
I think we'd all hang up on him and just leave him to the beast in the comments.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think the link is working.
Okay, hold
Is
on.
it possible that maybe we can't do it because we're live?
Damn.
Oh, let's figure this out. I don't know. That
It was
could-
such a good idea.
I know.
Put that on Twitter and then I'll put it in here.
Yeah, people are saying it doesn't work.
I don't know. Could be because we're live. But I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, that's the only reason why.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. I sent
Well,
it again in there. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see.
Did you make a new link, or was it the link you sent us?
I think it's the same thing, but I'm not sure.
Because like maybe there's a different link now.
Oh
because
no,
we're
they're all
live.
coming. It's working now.
Okay, it's working.
Okay.
What?
It's working.
Oh,
Working now.
Put that on Twitter, Marcella. Put the same link.
What?
Oh my God, someone just invited Jason. Someone said to Jay Rothenberg, don't be shy, come join.
Not going to- I can't put it on Twitter because I don't have actually.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? What should I say?
Oh, I just put like just say like come hang out with us or whatever. Yeah, but this will be interesting. We'll all have like some debate and get to hear what other people were thinking.
yeah.
Reminds me of like those cons when people are like in the line, like lined up.
We're up for the panel. Oh God.
Yeah.
Poor people.
Ask Bob to join. Listen, if we had a way of asking him, that'd be amazing.
Oh no, if he comes on here, imagine that. That would be the most embarrassing thing.
Okay,
For
I'm gonna
me.
let somebody in.
Just randomly. Just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna randomly pick one.
Drum roll.
I'll do the first one because we went first. Okay.
oh,
This is Sarah. The name is. It says joining.
Hi. Oh yeah, I don't know. They're gonna be the ones let in. Yeah, they have no idea. Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi,
Sarah.
How are
First
you?
one, so I was like,
I'm
you
fine.
win.
I'm just surprised. I wasn't expecting to be the first one. Oh my god.
First one
Oh my god.
ever.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, yes, first one ever.
First one ever. Exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
How did you like the episode?
Mixed feelings, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have those.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel that.
Oh my god. We are behind in the YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
yeah,
bit
it does
scary.
that.
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
Oh my god.
What was your favorite part of the episode?
Oh my god.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
I don't think she can hear us.
Can you hear us?
Oh.
What?
Oh, I think it's because YouTube.
Yeah, we are behind. The Zoom is behind from the YouTube one.
Oh, but you can't hear our audio?
Oh my, this is so weird. This is so weird to me. I'm not used to these things.
To like the video right now, and don't worry about the YouTube video because that'll
Yeah,
just
mute that.
Okay, because it's a bit weird having both of them at the same time.
Yeah, try not to
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
the
that's
YouTube
late.
because it's not
Okay.
the same.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
I'm
God,
just,
that's late. She didn't even know we're gonna pick someone.
Yeah.
it's just, right now, I'm with 5 of my favorite reactors, so
Oh.
I'm having a breakdown right now. Oh my God. But yeah, the episode, I can't waste my time. I can waste my time. This is one of a lifetime opportunity right now. Sorry.
You can be
But
picked for another episode.
the question is if I have time because I'm in exams now. I'm in college, so
Oh, we're in the exams
Yeah,
as well.
we're
Don't
as
worry.
oh,
We get
it's
you.
hell. It's freaking
Oh,
hell.
yeah.
It is
yeah.
hell. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the right
Yeah.
word.
Well, which kind of reminds me, the Lucifer reactions. This is for Marcel and Jocelyn. Amazing! Finally, I've been waiting for you to do Lucifer reactions for a long, long time.
you guys need to do Lucifer. Lola, Melina, Logan, you guys gotta.
It's scheduled.
Yeah, do too, please,
It's
please.
scheduled. It's coming up.
Good.
Really, Logan? Oh my
Yes.
God! Yes, good. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Okay, but yeah, the episode. Oh my God, sorry, I'm just a really nervous person.
Okay.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings, but I was already expecting to have mixed feelings about it because I had something on my gut that something would happen already to Bellamy, and then he was kind of kidnapped, and I was like, come on, he's still one of the main characters of the main duo. You can't just simply cut him out. That doesn't actually make a lot of sense of a point of view of a writer, and I'm a aspiring writer, so that kind of hurts a bit in my heart. But I liked Clark's storyline. I like the way they're going with it. The Russell shitheaded thing, I had mixed feelings about. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
some things I can see, but at the same time, like, we've done the flame thing for how many seasons now?
Yeah.
Like, since season
There's
2,
a lot
season
of
3?
things going
We're
on.
done with it.
Done with the house.
Yeah, like,
More of
Get
it.
My
this thing
God.
outta here. Yeah, I'm done with the flame, man.
yeah.
Even when
But
they're
I did
done with the
find funny
flame.
that the souvenir they give everyone to the cast was the flame. I thought that was funny. That's cute. That's filling. But keep going with the series. Like, enough is enough. Like, we are not in Earth even anymore. We are in another planet all the same. Why do we keep the flame?
It's ridiculous. They changed so many things. Like nothing is the same, but the flame fucking lives. Like the flame is always there. Like I don't know.
The flame is a cockroach. Literally, the flame is a
Oh
cockroach.
my god! Literally, how dare they call Murphy a cockroach when the flame exists? It's even shaped like a cockroach.
Murphy is a cat. Murphy is a cat. If the flame is
yes, he has 9 lives.
like, he looks like he can kill you, but he loves you. And I have a cat, so I know what I'm talking about. Jesus.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I think we all agree with you. I think there's just a lot of things happening. And I even, we were talking about so many things happening. I even forgot about fucking Russell and Shaheda. And then I don't know who said that is also a thing. But like that on top of
it's so many
everything else,
storylines.
I don't know. What?
It's so many storylines with the Russell Shaheda thing.
Listeners, Russell, One Crew, Anomaly. Where the fuck is Bellamy?
Mandy be not being a commander. No, I
can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the problems we have.
Exactly. But let's see.
Yeah. Episodes.
What?
But solved in 16 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had one debate with one of my friends that was what would happen to Bellamy, because we also follow Bob Marley's Twitter and we saw that and we were like, I was like, okay, either is he dead or Bob Marley's gonna hate the finale. It's one of these two things. And she's like, no, he wouldn't do that. He's still also a little bit low key, etc. He was not gonna give us a major spoiler with just one tweet. And I was like, you know, he's the only one who tried to warn us, right?
Yeah. Exactly. 3 years.
Like every time, he always does it.
Every
You can
year,
always find something where Bob says
in
any call, he's just like, oh, well, maybe next year or something. I don't know. He said that like before season 6 or something, and before season 5, he was like, never kissed Eliza. How things have changed now, but great.
Well, do you count the CPR one? Because I don't count that one. Technically,
I mean, it would be very sad if I counted that as a kiss. I mean, I am really sad. But I can't classify it as a kiss. It's the closest thing we ever got.
The closest thing we'll ever get.
A lips touch, but it wasn't.
They didn't do anything with it. Like everything else that happened, and then fucking nothing happened. And so then again, that seems just like pointless. And they do that every season. There's like one scene that's like so built up and it's great and we all love it and we all freak out. And then zero. Absolutely nothing happens after that. And we're just like, okay, so again, pointless.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Yeah, so good. Thank you so much.
The first one ever. You'll never forget it.
Yay!
No, I won't. No, I
Great.
won't. I'm gonna cry. I feel like I'm winning an Oscar right now.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Or an Emmy. An Emmy is more appropriate right now. Okay. So I see you back in the chat on YouTube, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So see you later. Bye.
Bye.
And on the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
That was great.
Oh, she was so nice.
That was great. Anybody else want to hang out with us? Who's next?
Who's next? The links. I don't know if somebody just joined, but the link is like scroll up. It's somewhere.
But like because YouTube is behind us, no one actually knows when we're gonna call them, because when we say we're gonna call someone, it's just like happens for them because they don't hear us. I think that's funny.
Yeah, so when you guys come on, when we let you in, mute the YouTube video because that doesn't really matter. Anyway. It's just about the Zoom meeting. So just hang on.
Yeah, so definitely don't look at YouTube because you're gonna get confused because we're gonna be talking to you and then you're gonna like be hearing other things. It's like not.
I think we're just used to it that we didn't think to warn you guys.
We're used to not like looking at YouTube.
Yeah. That's what we
Okay, next person is. Should I even say their name or should I just let them in so it's a surprise?
They won't hear it, so I think it's
that's
gonna be a
true.
surprise regardless.
Okay. Well, it's Charles. And I'm going to admit. And it says joining.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Does he know that he's on YouTube?
I don't
Does he know
He
exactly?
has no idea. Does he know?
Hello.
Oh,
Charles,
I can't hear you.
Oh, how?
Why not?
can you hear us now?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, there you go. I can hear you
All
now.
right.
Yes.
I was like, what can it be now?
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
What
So
did you think of the episode?
I liked it. I did roll my eyes at the invisible enemies. I thought they were going to be like aliens or something. I was like,
Oh my god, we died laughing when Echo started shooting at nothing.
Shooting at nothing
Just like-
and
She
shooting.
Yeah.
started running and shooting.
and we're
That was the funniest thing, honestly. Just shooting at nothing.
Yeah,
Yes,
I feel
like,
like
I-
I at first.
What?
I think I'm in the minority though when it comes to the anomaly. I'm not really interested in that.
Really?
I'm interested in what's going to happen with all the clans now because yeah, the original 100, all the tree crew and forest crew and all of them, and now the criminals are in there, the son of Gabriel and the followers. I want to see how that is all gonna blow up.
It's gonna
So
be a
that's what
mess.
I'm excited for.
There's
Oh my gosh.
interesting.
That place is not gonna last.
No.
This is this is like we are also excited for the Sanctum storyline.
Yeah,
I think
to
that's
see
also
where
gonna
that's
be very,
gonna go.
yeah, because this is like all the previous seasons on steroids, because every time there's like our guys against some
Against
other guys,
somebody.
like there's always two groups of people, and there's like 5 groups of people who are gonna try to kill each other, and
And
our guys trying to kind of keep the
Make
peace.
a piece.
But like when one crew finds out Maddie is not one-headed, then it's gonna be like 5 of our guys trying to keep peace between 6 clans or something.
Mhm.
And it's not gonna. I don't know how
it can
they
end
get a
well.
resolution that satisfies all the prisoners and the Sanctum people and the one crew and everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that, and I'm very interested in that, but I don't know how they're gonna be able to do that because Clark is gonna leave for the Anomaly. So like who is kept in charge
Well,
there?
I think they're gonna make peace before that, or at least some kind of peace.
I think Indra is going to be the leader of everyone.
Oh,
I
that would
completely
be
agree with you. Indra is the
great.
only one who they should
Yeah,
follow.
but does anyone
I think she's
remember
the only one
the
that can
trailer?
handle that.
Yeah, because everyone respects her, and I think the criminals
Exactly.
respect her too. So
Yeah.
that would be interesting to see.
But
He has a lot of
What?
experience dealing with that stuff too. So I
Yeah.
think especially down in the bunker when she was with Octavia, he
Yeah.
dealt with all different clans and different types of people. And yeah, I would love that if Indra took charge of everything. That'd be awesome.
But
Yeah.
doesn't anyone remember in the trailer when it seems like they're gonna go through the Anomaly? Is Indra there with them? Because I feel like she was.
I don't remember it.
I only watched a trailer like twice.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
watched
what
it
happened
once
there.
as well, but I feel like Indra was there. It was like it was Raven, Clark, Gaia.
Oh yeah, when they're all
Taylor. Yes, and I feel like Indra was there as well. Does anyone remember?
I
Does
kind of
anyone remember?
because you're seeing there and there's like the glow of the anomaly. I know what you're talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah. So like I would put Indra in charge, definitely.
Yeah,
She is
definitely.
I feel like she could do that. But if she's going with them, why would she go to them with them to the
I have
Anomaly?
no idea what to do.
What
Well,
did they
she's
keep
chasing
Murphy
her
in charge?
daughter. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't want to let Gaia
Yeah.
go by herself. But I don't.
I liked Gaia in this episode. I thought her friendship with Clark was really nice. And like I feel like they've never had scenes together, but I liked that. I thought that
They
was
had it in season 6, no, with Maddie. Like they had like a story.
Yeah, they
with
had
Maddie.
some,
That was nice.
exactly. In
Yeah.
season 5 too.
I
Yeah.
remember that at all.
I get that.
Yeah, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, despite all the drama that's going on in IRL.
Who's your favorite character?
Clark, followed by
Yes.
Raven, and I know I'm gonna get some hate in chat for this, but I like Echo.
That's
It's
fine.
okay. It's fine.
That's that I respect people who like Echo. I don't get it really, but I respect you and I envy you because I wish I could watch it and like feel happy about it. but like I just don't.
Same.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would understand why people could connect with her.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those.
Her scene with Rowan was really great. Like I really liked.
Yes.
That's what we thought as well. It was really interesting.
The thing with Echo is I feel like I like her when she's on her own. Like I didn't mind her last season. I want her to stand on her own and not rely on other characters in that way because she's been that type of character.
Bellamy.
Yeah, the scene that redeemed Echo for me is in, I think it was season 5, is when Bellamy and Octavia are fighting, and Bellamy said she did the same things we did for her people. She's no different from us. Because if she was on the 100 crew and she did all that, people would forgive her in time. So that's how I see it.
But the thing is, what I always kept coming back to is our guys, for me at least, in a sense, because we watched them, in a sense, earned their forgiveness. And for Echo, for the viewers, at least for me, I feel like the time jump didn't serve her character in any way, because the interesting part for her character for me would have been to see those 6 years and to see how she has changed from season 4, where she was like still very much as get a spy, and very much hardened by it, to now, like we started watching season 5, and now suddenly it felt to me like the show was forcing me to be like, yeah, Echo is on your side, just accept that. And that annoyed me really, because season 3, she betrayed Bellamy and gave him the biggest downfall, and I that hurt me because I love our guys, and like when someone does them wrong, I can understand that, like, of course she did what she had to do for her people as well, but they skipped her progress and just like straight went to, she's one of us, she's good, you just accept that.
Yeah.
And for me that's very hard to do.
It was a hard pill.
And that's my problem. I think the writers didn't do her any service with that.
Oh no, I agree with that. I like her, but they should have given her at least a couple episodes to herself.
Yeah, that would be much better.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charles.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Much love.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, who's
This is popping.
next? Let's see.
Oh, I love that there are people who are watching us who like Echo. That's really nice. I feel like I love that, because I feel like if I like love the character and like some people hate him, I wouldn't want to watch. He's great.
Yeah, no, it's interesting getting like other people's take on it for sure.
Yeah, that's fun, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna let in Elizabeth joining. There we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. She has no idea.
Connecting to audio.
It's connecting audio.
Yeah.
All right, is it working?
Yes.
Hi. Can you hear us?
I can't. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yay!
It works.
Cool.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good.
We're fine. Yeah. We're doing good.
I'm in your Percy Jackson group chat.
Oh my gosh.
I'm behind on Sea of Monsters because I was too invested in the 100.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind too. I have to finish a couple chapters.
Yeah, and it's my birthday, so I'm like super behind. It's like not even on the same.
Honestly, it really sucks because when the 100 is on, like, I hate how invested I still am.
I'm trying
Isn't that the
not
truth?
to be as passionate, because like I've been through this with Game of Thrones and Star Wars, and I'm like trying not to be as excited anymore because I know this is not good. I'm worried that Bellamy is gonna get like Jaime Lannister. Like I'm gonna.
Oh.
I'm like waiting for it. I'm like, this is the same. I feel it.
It's not going to be pleasing.
It's gonna be the same, because like Jaime was my favorite character, and Bella's my favorite character, and I just kill everything I love. Like all my favorite characters are dead. All my favorite ships are dead.
Maybe you should pretend that you don't like them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, I
I
feel like
hate Bellamy.
yes. I feel like I brought this on the Haunted fandom. Like my sister refuses to watch any shows I watch, and she begs me not to watch shows she likes. Like begs me. Like she's not even joking. She's like, please don't do it. You're gonna kill my favorite character. That's how bad I am. So yeah, I loved Jamie. Of course, Bellamy is gonna get that treatment as well. Where I'm gonna just be
such a shame. Ridiculous.
Jamie was such a disappointment. Like, I think that was such a tragic character. We loved him so much. Like, his redemption arc, his story was
oh my god, it was
amazing,
destroyed.
So yeah, because in a way, if you think about it, it's the whole brother sister relationship, I guess, technically. You know.
I mean, not quite Game of Thrones, thank God, but.
Like,
oh my god, incest in the 100.
Oh
god, that just made me sick a little bit.
Gone that far.
Sure, there's a fanfic out there somewhere.
Oh,
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, that just made me very uneasy. What did you think of the episode?
It was okay. It wasn't horrible, but the Anomaly storyline is the most interesting to me. And everything else is kind of not interesting to me. It seems like a rehash of everything we've ever done before on this show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't care that we're all fighting again. I don't care that we're all killing each other again. I want to know like what's going on with Bellamy and the Anomaly and like Octavia, and like they didn't do a lot with that. And like unfortunately Echo's in that storyline. I hate her, but
yes.
No, I wish I did. I'm same as you, Lola. I wish I didn't hate her. I wish I loved her. I can't get behind her at all. But yeah, it was it was not amazing. It was disjointed to me. Very like all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna continue being all over the place because we're gonna get more into all the problems, and there are many problems.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's just gonna get even more hectic than this first episode was. I feel like this is the calmest. What?
Clark's not even in the next episode.
I mean, but that's like not. That's sort of expected for me. I thought like one episode was gonna be about Octavia and the Anomaly.
Yeah,
so, like,
I think one episode
is
needed to be like about the Anomaly, and I honestly want to find out more about that.
Yeah, I just wish we were all like together, you know, like it was just a big group again. I don't like so separated.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever we wish happens is not what's gonna happen.
Of course, never.
We have accepted that.
It's the Jason.
I know. Last season was a miracle. Like we wanted, we're like, oh my god, Bellamy's gonna go after Clark, and he did, and it was like.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the simulation glitching? What is this?
But it didn't amount to anything again.
Of course.
So like, nothing fucking new.
It's frustrating, but at least we have the memes from last night. Those were amazing.
Oh my god, they were so funny.
Oh my god, I was crying laughing. It was great.
When we were filming yesterday, we were like watching them in between filming, and we were just dying laughing.
Oh my god! I think my favorite one is either the High School Musical one or I Knew You Were Trouble. Oh my god! It was just
Into the Unknown.
Yeah, Into the Unknown was
oh my god!
Fandom does one thing right. It's always the memes and it's always the jokes. Like everyone is hurting and pissed, but they're always making jokes.
I saw one
just to hide the pain.
Their pain at this point.
Oh
yeah.
My god. At least we have the memes.
At least we have the memes.
This whole season's gonna have a lot of memes. That's all we're gonna get. We're just gonna be laughing at ourselves.
Memes and fanfic.
All losing our minds.
Memes and fanfic and battered and bruised and baited and bruised, not battered.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is a mess, guys.
It is a mess.
I can't even say this is a mess now because it's gonna get worse. I feel like we're on a high now for nothing. We're like on a like if there's a mountain, we're like on a small bridge close to the water. We're there, and soon we're gonna be fucking 10 feet underneath the water. So this is, I think, the best we're gonna get.
We are on the Titanic. Joke is on us. Everyone's been sitting on different parts of the Titanic.
Oh my god. I love it.
We're
Like everyone
slowly
thought they were
sinking.
right at one point and we're all wrong.
Oh,
We're like, we're
I
winning.
love
And then
how
the Becco's
everyone
like,
just,
we're
like-
winning. And the Blark's like, we're winning. And no one won. And then there's Jason.
No one
won.
won.
Yeah.
Jason won.
Yeah.
Jason just got to torture all of us for his own pleasure. And
All the ship
And he
wars.
gets to do it again with his spin-off. Look at that.
who's gonna watch that?
Nobody can be
Who in
involved
their
in that.
right mind would play that after knowing how Jason writes his characters and why he writes things? I don't know. People who just don't know how Jason is, like, they're maybe playing the spin-off, and good luck to them.
I've
getting myself
never seen like a person like write like this. I don't think ever. Like Game of Thrones was bad, but like Jason's like malicious.
Yeah, literally. I thought like Game of Thrones was dumb. Like season 8, I thought like they were just dumb.
Yeah.
And made
Yeah, they
just
just wanted to
dumb
get out of there.
choices. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I never thought they like did it to spite people.
Yeah, this
I
is
felt like they were
completely
just like dumb.
different.
And
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like
I felt
Jason
that way about
just,
Star
like,
Wars too. I was like, they don't even care.
isn't that great?
No, I still cry about Ben Solo today. It's hard.
Mood, same.
Oh my god, the Ben Solo feels.
Yeah, I think that we've all learned a lesson watching this show.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I will only ever watch the Percy Jackson show, and that's it.
That's gonna be good.
'Cause I know Perciveth is strong in that, so it can't hurt me if I already know what the pain is.
Yeah.
No. After that, I'm retiring from Fandom. I can't do it. I feel like I'm just.
I was
too
gonna retire
I can't
after
do
the
it
100,
anymore.
and then Percy Jackson comes along. I'm like, okay, I'm
old.
back
See, that's
again.
with me and like with Six of Crows.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like I'm retiring, but like that is kind of, I don't know, keeping me on water because I love Six of Crows. And so I don't know what to do with that.
I didn't read past the first Shadow and Bone book. I was like, if she's not hooking up with the Darkling, I don't want any of it.
I get that.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
I get it.
it'll be good. We have things coming that'll be exciting to watch.
Yes. No Jason.
Funny how like all of us, like we're all kind of like in the same fandoms, and we're all just gonna move together. We're all just gonna shift.
I know, yeah, we're migrating.
We're all just moving.
I know. I love that like all the Raylos and all the Belarks and like even some Delenas are all like the same people. Like it's so nice. Old friends. Even Perciveth people too. It's like when that happened, all my Raylo and Belark, mutuals were like, oh my god, Perciveth.
Yeah.
Like I'm 12 again. It's great.
Oh,
Thank you
that's
so
fun.
much for being here.
Thank you guys for having me. This is so fun. I can't wait to watch your videos when they come out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Everybody's yelling at us on the chat to look at the scripts.
What script?
My
Or-
Hi.
sister.
Hi.
Bye.
Much love.
Oh my god.
Don't watch the 100. Save yourself.
Oh my god, no, it was really
Maria won't watch the 100.
no, she won't. So yesterday, my mom, we were like eating dinner, and my mom said to Anna Maria, she was like, "Are you gonna like watch the show? We're all in quarantine. You should watch that show that Jacqueline's always talking about." And Anna Maria was like, "No."
What?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear. What did you say?
She says that we look like we go through a train wreck with the 100.
Like ever. That
Facts.
is accurate.
Oh, we do. That's appropriate.
That's how it rolls.
It rolls over us. Just clean over us.
Fall off the tracks.
All right. Bye, Logan. I love you.
Bye. I love you too.
Yeah, Anna Maria's obsessed with Logan's Vampire Diaries videos. Like she watches.
That was
That's
so
funny.
cute.
She thought it was so weird that like I'm friends with. She's like, oh my god. She said that with she was watching Jay per view too, and was like, Jay. Like I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's okay.
Everyone's screaming about the script.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to understand. Like, what are they?
Well, okay, the Gaia and Clark scene at the end when like Clark says "seem like another world," and then it says like writers realizing that it in fact was another world makes the girls smile, eyes meet. Just when it's clear that their mutual concern and love for Maddie is deepening into something more personal, a distant explosion shatters the moment. So I think the more personal thing is why everyone's like,
Yeah.
Jason did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who can I put Clark with that isn't Bellamy? And just fucking landed on Gaia. It's like the most random thing. I know Bellamy and Clark are not gonna end up together, and I want Clark, baby girl, to be happy. And like I don't mind Gaia, like whatever. I just sure. Put it out of nowhere. It's whatever.
It's gonna happen though.
I didn't get that.
Milana told me today, like, do I think it's gonna happen? And I said I like literally saw nothing that will make me think it's gonna happen.
I think they're gonna give her a love interest at the end because I don't think she's gonna die, and I think they're gonna make some happy ending for her with someone. And I don't know, why not Gaia? I
Doesn't
think
make
Literally,
sense.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Just picked one character to put her with.
Happy. Clark Griffin deserves to be happy after everything she went through. So
I don't believe that Clark. That's gonna like that doesn't make any sense to me.
a lot of things on the
Does
show.
Becco make any sense?
Exactly.
Nothing makes
Nothing
sense.
does.
Becco
Why are
make
we
fucking
here?
any sense?
What
I
are
feel
we
like
doing here?
oh my god, but like Bellamy and Clark, just so that they are not put together, are put in like relationship where just like no one knows where they're in those relationships.
Yeah.
And they feel so shallow in comparison to what Bellamy and Clark have, but we know Jason doesn't want to give us that because of like whatever his problem is with us.
What an idiot.
God, what an idiot. And so like sure, of course Clark ends up with Gaia because like why not? They're just like whatever.
Well, it was either her or
Nyla,
any other. Well, not Nyla. I think they would put like someone new.
Yeah.
More than Nyla before Nyla.
They maybe didn't want to put someone new because they were like, we don't know him, whatever. We're gonna be more comfortable with Gaia, and it was just like comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's happening. I don't know what the script means. Maybe something more personal is. I don't know.
Like just because of like Maddie and all of that.
Keep reading. There's more.
About Indra, they said there's something about.
Indra. There was something about Indra. Something Indra saw. Something
felt some tension between them, or something that. Yeah, that's happening.
But also, wasn't there a script where like Murphy and Raven like felt something and then just like fucking nothing?
Yeah.
Raven kissed Murphy in the cheek or something like that. I feel like that was the thing. But I don't know.
Okay, honestly, I feel like Jason is one of those guys who I feel like you see this a lot in books and a lot in TV and film in general, how they underrate the romance genre and they take romance and they're just like, it's too predictable, it's not realistic and things like that. And they just kind of scoff at it. Because if you think about the relationships on the show, like the romance ones, a lot of them are very underappreciated and underdeveloped except Bellamy and Clark. And I don't know, it's disappointing for sure because it's such a huge part of like humanity and the show in a way, and he just doesn't care. So it sucks.
I don't know. I think he has some personal issues with shippers. I don't know. I mean, he fuels them when he needs to. Like he uses them for his gain, and then just like calls. I don't know why I say them us. Calls us out for it, and I feel like it's ridiculous. You're the one who writes the characters. I don't know how it's not a compliment that so many people just love how you wrote a relationship that you based off of trust and friendship, and it grew into something so much more, and how you just like don't do anything with it just because you don't want to give it to the fans. Like how much do you not care about your own story? How like I don't it will never stop confusing me.
Yeah.
Like I don't care like now if Clark ends up with Guy, like honestly whatever. I really don't care. I have no feelings whatsoever for it or against it. No feelings whatsoever. But it's just so ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
That he doesn't want to go out there with Bellamy and Clark, which is like the only relationship that he ever progressed. There was no other progressed relationship. Like I think maybe Abby and Kane. That was like the only one that didn't happen. They like happened in season 3, and that was the only relationship that was progressed, other than Bellamy and Clark. Bellamy and Clark are not in a relationship, but so I don't know. I don't understand why he just prefers to write relationships that are so shallow and just give nothing to anyone. I don't get it. It's confusing.
And it's very obvious. It's very obvious. Now that like we're in the last season, it's very obvious. Like he's not like trying to hide it either. He like, doesn't care.
No,
He doesn't
absolutely.
need us anymore.
No, he doesn't need us anymore. We've done his show. We got it up to 7 seasons. We got him his spinoff. We're good. Although I don't think the spinoff is officially like confirmed, is it?
It's not.
I feel like no. I feel like they need to like shoot the pilot or whatever, and then the CW has to approve it or something, right? Is that how it goes?
Approved.
Yeah, I don't think they shot it. I don't think they shot the pilot.
Yeah, I think that the CW, like the network, we need like approval from the network to go forward with it or something like that. Like I think that the way that it works is they shoot the pilot and then they send it to the network, and the network can choose whether or not they want to pick it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm sorry, I'm reading the rest of the script. Ugh, I don't know. Indra enters and then Clark and Gaia separated slightly. Indra senses something but moves past it and out the door. Clark looks to Gaia. Gaia says, "I got Maddie, go on." Again touched by Gaia's instinct to protect Maddie, Clark holds her stare for another moment before turning and following Indra out the door. As Gaia stands there trying to catch her breath, we then something.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
it didn't.
not romantic. Like I don't think that it's sexual. I think
Look,
that
I didn't read it as romantic because just
No.
like I don't know, it was like past season as well. They're like they share a concern for Maddie. I didn't personally see it, but it's not like I have to see it because I don't see it in many couples in this show. Why not another one? Whatever. I mean, I like Gaia.
Yeah, I just think they're gonna give her love interest. So honestly,
I
think
want her to be happy.
What?
Clark's happy. I want her to be happy. She's been through so much. You know, she just lost her mom.
Yeah, I agree as well. She deserves to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
don't like it.
I don't like it either. I don't.
I'm like,
Gaia and Clark are not like the issue here. The issue again stems from Jason and his hatred towards Bellamy and Clark and his inability to do anything with them. Like that's where the problem starts. Like it's not even the Neko problem. It's not a Gaia problem. It's not a problem with any of them. It's a problem with Jason and his head. And I don't know. It's a personal vendetta. I don't know what we did to him, what like specifically the Lark shippers did to him for him to want to do it out of spite to us. Like, don't you care more about your story than spiting fans? Apparently not. I don't know.
Clearly not.
Somebody asked in the chat, do you think they will have Bellamy hear the radio calls in the Anomaly? No, I don't.
I love how people still hold on hope for that.
I love that you're still hopeful. That's very
like for
inspiring.
season 5, they were just like Bellamy is gonna hear the radio calls. Everyone's still holding on hope for that. Guys, kill all the hope.
Oh,
Jason will. I don't even think we're gonna get Bellamy. Like let alone Bellamy and Clark. Like I'm just like. I am good. Like the video you sent us of like the Kardashians being like, well, we're not where we expected to be, but here we are. We're gonna make the most of it.
Yes.
That's gonna be us. I mean, not making the most of it. I told you I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna be making the most of it at all.
Watching it. Like we're here, we're gonna just do what we have to do, you know?
Yeah, we're just like, okay, so we're here, we're gonna react to it. and smile through it and like focus on things I like, but that's gonna be hard, and complain, and
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
at that point, this is all we can do.
so we're just gonna keep being honest about the show in general and what's going on.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that I think it's funny how some fans are like, I'm not gonna watch the show, but I'm gonna watch your videos. Like they're gonna just actions and get the highlights.
Yeah.
General,
I mean, there was a lot of comments also like for the trailer. They were just like, I have no intentions of watching the show. I'm just like gonna watch it through reactions because like they know we're not gonna be the happiest people, and probably the things that annoys them is gonna annoy us as well. And like they're just gonna I wish I could watch a show like that. And and now I'm making the reaction like that's like the gif I saw Info Bellark post like about them watching the episode so they can cut up the scene and using the gif of Clark saying like, we bear it so they don't have to.
Yeah,
we're bearing it so they don't have to.
Yeah. All of us still sitting here watching it, filming it. Right?
Yeah, we bear it so they don't have to.
And like we all still are. Like we're all still like, I want to know about the anomaly. We're all like, I want to.
Milna and I, like mid reaction, like I stopped it for something, and Milna was just like, I hate that they can make me interested again. I hate them so much. This is so fun. I hate them. It was like the funniest thing. But yeah, this is a love-hate relationship we have going on. Like we have so much love for so many specific things. Like so much love for the fandom, so much love for Bob and Eliza, so much fun for a lot of characters. And then so much hate for some other things. For everything. And so like it's hard to balance that. But and we're not doing the best job at it. We just really aren't. We're just like up and down. It depends on the day if we're gonna be more pissed or more happy. Depends on the day.
Probably more pissed. I think
Pissed, yeah.
90% time
we were
more
so pissed. And last night I was sad.
Yeah.
Last night, like when Bob tweeted and all that, like I knew it was baiting and all that, but it like I saw some tweets from people who were like still holding on to like that little bit of hope. And then to see them be like, oh God, it's not gonna happen actually, made me so sad. I just got really sad all of a sudden because like, oh God, we've been in this fandom for so long. And I truly love this fandom. They always find the way to make jokes. Like even in season 3, there were like 3 Bellamys. Season 2 was it, or season 3 was like Crocs. I don't know. They always just like find a way to make something funny out of everything negative. And I had like so much love for the fandom. And oh God, we lost Marcella.
No, Jacqueline's gone.
Oh, I want to say Jacqueline. I don't want to say Marcella.
Jacqueline just left for a second.
I didn't leave. I'm back. Okay. So what happened is my Wi-Fi. I'm on like an extender because I'm like in the back of the house extender, and it keeps going to the other one, so it keeps like switching. That's what's happening here.
Okay, but you were gone for a second. That's good. I feel like last year we had many more problems than.
Google Hangouts was not in our favor. That was just not good.
No.
And like half the time we couldn't hear each other. It was just bad.
And then someone disappeared.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. Yeah. But anyways, I feel like this fandom did so much and deserved so much more. And just didn't get it, and only get it from Bob and Eliza, which is great. Like everyone was sad, and then Bob and Eliza fucking posted pictures of them imitating each other, and that just like made me so happy. And literally the only thing getting us through, the only thing getting this fandom through are Bob and Eliza at this point. But
Definitely.
Yeah, so I was very sad. I was very sad for myself as well, and the rest of the fandom last night. But before that, I was just angry. So I don't know.
I'm gonna like miss like certain things about like the show in general. Like now that it's coming to an end, like it's weird. It's like a bittersweet feeling.
Yeah, I mean, we say goodbye to so many things we love, but also like I feel like my energy towards the show has become a lot more negative than it is positive, I think.
We're
just
at the
because of
point where it's time for it to be done.
Yeah.
It's
and
time.
like I can't stand anymore like shitting on us from writers. Like I can't do it. Like I'm gonna do it for now 50 more episodes. Like I'm willingly watching something that's gonna like shit on us. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it for many more episodes, to be honest. And sure, let's do it for 15 more. And then be done with it and miss the rest, but like be happy it's finally over and we can all be free.
Yeah. I mean, it's given us like so much, but it's also destroyed us all too. Like literally done like two different things. Like we've had so many great memories, and we've met all you guys from the show. And like, you know, I think that that's like what you have to focus in on is the people that you've met from it. And yeah, but it sucks that we're going out this way. It just sucks. Like the whole idea behind it, that we're not all more happier going into it. It sucks.
Yeah. We have Bob and Eliza. That's like the only thing I'm trying to keep in mind. Like, however shitty the show was, like Bob and Eliza met each other and they're like so great, and like that's the only thing I'm trying to like keep in mind, just so that I don't look back on the show and be completely bitter, because I don't like that. I don't like finishing my favorite shows and like being hateful towards them. I think we always said like we would stop reacting to the shows if we felt like we were just constantly shitting on it. Because like that's not something we want to do. But at the same point, we are so frustrated with it, and it's because we loved it so much that we're so frustrated with it. And I think why we do the 100 still is just because I feel like a lot of people feel the way we all feel. We appreciate the good things, but there are a lot of issues, and we have to watch that still.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. Especially like we've done so many chats about this show, and like we've invested so much time into this and everything like that. So I feel like because of all the time and energy spent, it's also like I feel like I need to finish it for myself. Like I feel like we need closure.
We need a closure.
Like we need that closure. We can't just like quit now.
Even if we're gonna hate the closure we get, like we might just hate the ending, but like it's at least it's gonna be done and over with. And I hope no one ever mentions their name or somehow brings them up in the spin-off. Like don't even utter their names. I don't want to see it after that. Like don't fucking disrespect them in your spin-off, Jason. Like I don't want it. I like
he'll do it. 100%.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. 100%.
He's gonna.
Let's first see who watches the spin-off. Maybe he doesn't even fucking get it.
I don't think he's gonna.
None of us is gonna see it, but he'll do it.
Yeah, we're not. But on the Twitter.
It's fine. None of us will be there to witness that.
Yeah.
We all have to find a new show that we're gonna do like weekly videos for, like live tests. We have to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's always, I think after
you guys
like
need to watch Lucifer so we can all move there.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I love how after every season or after every like bad episode for Bellamy and Clark Rover, there's always like the big Bellark fandom migration. Just like everyone moves to a specific fandom, and it's always the same thing. And it's always very funny to me whenever like I'm in another fandom looking at things, and they all have like usernames that are somehow involved with the 100, and I'm just like, oh yeah, those are my people who ran away. Like I get it. Yeah. I don't know. No, after this I'm done. Honestly, I can't do fandom anymore.
It's not like this.
No, never like this. Like I was never this invested in anything. I think I really was never. Never was this invested in anything, and I'm not gonna be this invested in anything because it does nothing for my mental health. It just does nothing for me. It makes me exhausted. I deserve better. And I'm gonna become a casual viewer. I am gonna become. I will write an article on how to do that. And I'm just gonna
step-by-step process.
I'm just gonna, like, while this quarantine was going, I was like watching some shows, and I'm just like, yeah, this is what it means to be a casual viewer. Like, I watched Ozark, and it was so good, and I loved it, and I was interested in it, but then, you know, I finished, and I'm just like, okay, I'm waiting for season 4, but I don't think about it. And I'm like, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Just like, let me be. Let me be. And when the 100 ends, I feel like that's it for me. So I'm just waiting, like 50 more episodes, and that's it. That's my retirement. That's it.
Until
after that.
Back with the Bob and Eliza show.
Then I'm back. Then I'm there. That'll be me. Yeah, exactly. So it's all interesting.
I hope we get to see Bob and Eliza work together again. Like, I really hope that they do like a movie together or something, because like,
I mean, I could see that in the future, them doing like a
I feel
movie
like
together.
I can't. It's gonna be so weird, like not seeing them do like anything like promotional again together. I don't know.
I feel like we will always have cons. I feel like they will, you know, like people do cons even long after the show is over. Like Love Bells or Galactic, and people still do cons for that, and that ended like 15 years ago. So I feel like we will always get them in that sense. Like they're not social media people. Yeah. So we will not be getting, you know, any cute videos or something. Yeah. So we will live off of cons, and that will be great. But I feel like it's very, I feel like it's very, very rare for two main leads to again be main leads in something else, and I think that's not gonna happen. Yeah. I know Aaron said like he is working on something with Bob and Eliza, but I feel like that might be, I feel like Bob might be wanting to direct that or something. If they're like writing something, maybe Eliza would be acting in it or something like that. I find it hard to imagine they would be together acting again in another
especially
thing.
As leads.
Yeah, especially as leads, because they it's like, because they have been a big part of, like, I don't know, they have represented a couple that is very big, and I feel like, I don't know, like I was shocked when Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet like, did a movie again where they were like leads. I was like, this is so weird, you know? And I don't think it happens often. I don't think it's gonna happen. I would love, like, if Aaron wrote a show, Eliza is like in the show, and like Bob is directing or something.
Yeah.
That would be,
even that would be great.
That would be so good.
That would be good.
I would love to see them like working on a project, but like I don't think they would be together like main leads.
I don't think that's.
Yeah.
I think Bob, especially right now, he's probably had enough. Like, I think that, like, I think that they deserve a break.
He needs a break, like all the rest of us. And he was acting in the show. I like, however much frustrated we are, like he's the one who had to play Bellamy, and if he's not satisfied with something and he played that character, he was him practically for like 7 years. I feel like that's much harder on him than it's gonna be on us. It's gonna be horrible on us, but I feel like it's gonna be even worse on him. So let him rest. Let him just
enjoy everything, because that's what they deserve. They deserve to just have that, like, let them go be happily ever after together. It's fine.
Yes.
Go off.
Be
quiet.
Into the sunset.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what they deserve.
Yeah.
What we deserve as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting to come in.
What?
Are there still people waiting to come in still?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's still people in the waiting room.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like they also forgot they're waiting. There's no way they've just been waiting.
Oh my gosh.
Should we let like another person, like we'll do like 1 or 2 more?
Are we sure they know? Because we've been talking and not letting anyone in.
We haven't like talked.
And if now we just let them in.
And they're gonna be like eating dinner or something.
They're like not even in the room.
They're eating dinner with their family.
Do more next time. Or let's see in the comments if they say that they want us to let them in.
do we think there's a chance for Mervyn? No, 0.
Negative.
I mean, there's more chance for Mervyn than
100%.
Bellamy and Clark. I feel like that's a possibility. But no, I don't think there's a chance for Murphy and Raven.
No.
That should it would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Dum, dum. Another one bites the dust.
I can't believe there's still still almost like 300 people in here.
That is
So nice. People who just like want to be miserable with us.
Someone said still here. I came in. Yeah, I want to come in.
Let them in. People are saying.
The ones that are ready.
Somebody goes, let who in? I came in late. They don't even know what's going on.
Let them in. That was so. You are one crew.
Oh wait, I'm here waiting. Okay, hold on, Erin. I saw your name. I'm gonna let you in.
There are a lot of people who are like, I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna let Erin in because she just said in the chat.
Erin? Oh, Erin!
Hello.
Hi, Erin.
Huh?
Connecting audio.
I was shocked.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry.
This whole time?
Sorry, I was knitting. Yeah.
Oh,
how's that going? I tried that during quarantine. I'm bad.
hey,
I'm just bad.
Almost an entire scarf.
Yeah, she is good.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like it would be so calming to me. If only I was
No.
good at it and didn't get pissed off when I couldn't do it.
It's really frustrating, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I did a, how do you call it, embroidery? Yeah. When quarantine started, I just embroidered help, and that's the only thing I did, and I did it for like 5 days, and it was so bad. I realized that I shouldn't do it anymore.
I tried to crochet and I started I watched like a YouTube video too, like telling me how to do it, and I couldn't get like the second row of like anything ring. And I was like,
it's hard. Like my hands get lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. God, Logan, I suggest you just
messing it
have
up.
the dog with
I
you in
can't
every
hear it.
reaction to the hundred. It's gonna make
We're good.
everything so much better and happier.
Aw.
Oh, what?
How did you like the episode, Erin?
I thought it was a little short. I don't know why. It just felt shorter than a normal episode usually is.
I think it's because a lot of things were happening. It was very fast paced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it was short.
Yeah, and then when it finished, both of us were just like, oh, what?
It went fast. It was so fast paced.
Yeah, everything was
yeah.
happening. There was not a like few quiet moments.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
was actually saying in the comments, and people were confused by when I said this, but I wanted to talk about how Jessica started treating the fans, because some of the fans were asking for a trailer and she started attacking them on Twitter from what I saw, but I might be wrong there. I was just confused.
Well, no, yeah, I saw that. I think there's a lot to be said about actors, a lot of the actors actually views on the fandom, and how they feel about us, and I don't feel like it's always necessarily warm.
Yeah.
And I feel like they don't understand where a lot of the people's frustrations are coming from, and so they just answer because they think people are just like pointlessly attacking and doing something, and because they're not in the fandom, they just don't get it. And I think I feel like when you don't get it, it's pointless to try to insert yourself in that and then start arguing with fans when you just like don't know. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't know. I don't engage with that. I think it's tiring. I don't know why she would engage with that. But yeah, I don't know. I saw that it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't feel weird to me at this point.
Oh.
I think that there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that are easy to speculate and to think about, and you got to wonder what's going on there, because there are we don't know everything, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think even I guess with like the whole Jason situation, like we don't know like exactly how it is on set. We don't know realistically in that way. I think with Bob and Jason, it's very different because we see it, like it's really obvious, like right in front of us what's happening. And I think with the whole Jessica situation, I think that was something that was just said and done. I didn't really think too much of it. I mean, I thought it wasn't right, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. It just felt pointless from all sides because like she doesn't get fans' frustration and fans like don't get her, and then it's just like both are shouting into the void and just pointless, just
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Just another day in the fandom. It's just like I saw that and like everyone was mad and I just like, yeah, of course this obviously like literally this is a Tuesday for us, nothing new. I don't know, it always happens.
I think because I mean I'm not like that like attached to Nyla and like Jessica Harmon. Like I don't really feel like for Bob, I am like so mad. Like I am like standing with him and everything. But like I don't know, like it didn't really. I'm not like a Nyla. Like I don't really care enough to like be so invested in that drama. I think. I don't know. I mean, nothing personal against the actress. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it or seen anything. So Nyla, sorry, but
I mean, Nyla's. I don't know. Nyla's a sidekick. I don't know.
I mean,
did we see Nyla in this episode?
Yeah, there was a lot of Nyla in this episode.
What did she do in this episode?
Well, with our guys, like walking with them.
I was just walking.
Yeah,
Why to walk?
Well, like,
There was like so many people walking
praying
with
for a
them.
lot of
I didn't see her.
scenes.
I don't know. I just again don't care. I don't care about her really. I mean, she's not a kid. I didn't remember her in this episode.
At least 10
Oh no,
scenes.
she said and something once. Friends.
Yeah, she.
Two absent friends and departed ones.
Departed ones.
That's what she said.
Can I
only
ask you guys a question?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Just for the girls, because I know guys usually do this, but if you guys had the chance, would you shave your head? Like for like a St. Baldrick's, like for cancer and stuff?
I never thought about that.
I never thought about that either.
I asked because I shaved my head twice for St. Baldrick's, and so I was curious if anyone else was thinking about doing it, if it ever came to
That's
chance.
incredible.
Great.
I feel like
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
That's
You can't really tell anymore, but
I respect that.
thanks.
Yeah. No, that it takes a lot of balls. Like I wish I could be the person who does that, but honestly I feel like my bald head would be just an abomination to the people watching me. I don't want to put anyone I'm like walking behind or whatever. I feel like I don't have the head for that, honestly.
Yeah, I do either, but I love that you did
That's
that.
incredible.
I love
That's
your,
honestly
like,
incredible.
If it makes you feel better, my sister called me an egg when I did it. So
I feel like an egg I feel like that's a good head shape. Honestly, I feel like that's good. I have like a big head. I feel like it wouldn't work with me.
yeah,
But that's
That's
incredible.
amazing.
that is amazing. That is great.
I just really had that off-topic question to ask because I just wanted to ask someone that was like sort of a celebrity.
I don't know about that. No, I didn't.
That's
I
the
was
nicest thing I think anybody's ever said to all of us.
Yeah. I feel like a celebrity when people stop me on the street. It just
They take
every
pictures
time.
of me all the time.
What?
I can't go place to place without the paparazzi all over the place.
Did anyone ever recognize you?
Me?
Well, all you guys, all
Oh
of you.
yes.
I kind of get it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we've had like we were at Barnes and Noble once, and like the security guard stopped us and was like, "Are you on YouTube? I watch your Walking Dead video."
Yeah, we were online for Starbucks.
Yeah, we were at Starbucks at Barnes and Noble. We had that, and then at Target, we were shopping at Target. Looked like crap. Like we had like our hair in like a messy bun. We had like these baggy stuff. We're like at Target, like it was like in the middle of the night too, and yeah, we got stopped at Target. Like some kid was like, "Oh my god, I watch your videos," and yeah, that was kind of weird. That happened. Yeah, that was it though. Everything else is usually like a convention and stuff, like when you go to a convention.
Yeah. John from Fear the Walking Dead, the guy who plays John, he like watches reactions and he recognized me when I walked up to him.
That's
like,
amazing.
Whoa.
That's so, it happens to me in the weirdest fucking places. Like I was waiting for like after a party with my friends, waiting for pizza or something, and like this guy was looking at me and I'm like, and he's like, hi, and I'm like, hi. He's like, oh yeah, you don't know me. Okay. And then like buses, and then I was volunteering somewhere and someone was like, you make YouTube videos, right? I'm like, yeah. And then we were in where did we go? To a diner. I don't know. We were just like waiting for food, and the guy comes and he's like, are you filming here? And then we were just like, what? He's like, are you filming here? And I'm like, I forgot about YouTube. And he's like, well, reactions. And we were just like, yeah. No. And he's like, I'm waiting for Vikings. I'm like, okay. Please don't kill us. It's taking so long. It's like so random, like the randomest places.
Yeah. That's like I think to like even this, like being able to talk to like you, Aaron, who like watches our videos, it's so surreal and it's amazing for us because we're just fans of these things and we're in the same boat as you. So we just decided to film ourselves.
I mean, people listen to all of us like every week because I feel like we just like rant and like pour our emotions out, but it's nice to know that like
I think you forget people watch. I think like we were just like talking to ourselves most of the time, and then like you realize that people are actually watching this, and it's weird.
I got recognized once by a celebrity because I went to Heroes and Villains all 3 days that it happened, and I talked to this one celebrity multiple times, and I was like, "You want to come to my birthday party?" And so the next day when I saw him, he was like, "Hey, the girl that invited me to her birthday." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's so sweet. I love when the actors remember fans because like I think they see so many people and like to remember. I think that's really sweet.
I think even like the 100 cast, like knowing that like Bob and Eliza, like Bob, like they're aware of our videos. I think.
Oh my god. I still remember that video.
Yeah, that was the best night of our lives.
I feel like you texted us beforehand or something, just like in all caps or something. I can't remember what it was, but just like
on Twitter, I feel
Bob.
like.
I know. I think it's WhatsApp. I don't know. It was like Bob watches our reaction.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like it was like middle of the night, and I was like, oh my god. It was the weirdest thing. It was like I still can't believe that. And when I heard him say our like channel name, I can't. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
My videos just aren't that popular.
I think every fan, I love the contribution that like every fan gives. Like, you know, we just make videos and stuff, but like some fans make like these amazing edits and like the fan fiction. It's just incredible. Like everybody as like a fandom, like in general, like the whole aspect of it is great.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of talented people in the fandom. Like every time I'm always like artwork and things like that. It's always incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like things like that like make the fandom. Like that is the fandom, you know? Like it wouldn't be without it.
Definitely.
Yeah. I wish I had the skill to edit videos like most of the videos on Twitter. Those are really nice and cool.
I think it's just like it doesn't take long to learn how to do it. It really just doesn't take long.
Yeah, you should.
Like, I think if you wanted to, you could just like watch a tutorial and it would be really like just work on it, and I think it will be really easy.
It definitely takes practice.
Nice
I like videos. It's like difficult. It's not the same thing as like editing like a
it's definitely not the same thing.
And there's like
I just get so frustrated.
I feel like for a show that doesn't have that many seasons, it would be easier. But for a show with like 6 seasons, like with 100, it's like
it's always the easiest for me to edit if like there's like 10 episodes of something. I think that's like mostly what I edit when I edit a video when I can find the time. And Bellamy and Clark have always just been like the hardest thing. I have like I think 60 started projects for them, and I can't do it because I always want to tell a story, and it's so hard for me to just like put it all in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It's impossible, and I just get so tired and just like give it up. Like it's frustrating. But like the editing is not the hard part. I think just like the like
The idea.
what do you put, how do you put it, how do you say it, that's the horrible and hard part. But also very rewarding when you do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Erin.
Thank you for being so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh God. Ow. Keep forgetting to read comments.
I know I'm looking at the chat now too. I feel like I'm just like not looking at it.
Yeah. Just because I keep looking at our squares. I don't have the YouTube on the side. And if I have to look at my mobile, I just forget to look at it.
YouTube because we don't want to like look at that video.
What?
I was like, maybe it's just it's like this.
Yeah. That'd be.
Oh, hi, April. April, we love meeting you.
Hey, bro. I love you.
I actually the other day was rereading eventually parts of like your fan fiction. I need to go read your other stories. You're such a great writer. I like the talent in the fandom is just amazing.
Yeah, there's so many talented people. Like it's ridiculous. Oh my God, literally didn't read any of the comments. Oh, you can't go up.
Do you guys want to do one more like person waiting?
Yeah.
Sure.
If you guys don't have the link, it's on Twitter, by the way.
I saw somebody in the chat just said they're still here, and I see their name. Add them.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I didn't think.
It's always a
I
shock.
saw that you said in the chat that you were still here.
Yeah.
Oh yay.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Wow, this is crazy. Marcella,
How are you?
You guys are the ones who got me to start watching the 100.
I'm sorry.
It's because I found you from the Teen Wolf reactions, and you guys were like, start the 100. It's really good. And when it ended, and I was like, okay, and I did, and now I'm here.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Here watching the show with us.
I'm so happy that you were able to enjoy the show like we did. And
Oh yeah, it's crazy where we are now though.
I know.
It's pretty wild.
we're all in the same boat together. We're all just
kind of sinking a little bit. Sometimes staying.
We're just hanging in there. Yeah.
We're slowly sinking down to freezing water.
Yeah.
Like in the Titanic when like Jack is like slowly floating and it's like no.
I will never let go. Yeah, no, it's
there's so many ways that we can relate this to Titanic.
Thinking, yeah.
If you guys could go back in time and pick a season to sort of insert yourselves and fix the script and fix everything, what would you guys pick?
Five. Season 5. I think everything went to shit.
Everything went down.
Because before that season, everything was amazing. I followed the storyline. We loved the storyline about characters, every single character, and about Bellark and relationship. And after that, they had so much potential to what they're gonna do in season 5 that they didn't do anything.
No, literally just like put me in the spaceship with them. I will stop Becca from happening. I will sacrifice myself and be with Bellamy for 6 years. And then afterwards I will break up with him and make him not put the chip into Maddie's head, like make him find another way. Just fix everything and I would be the happiest person alive. They can then kill me off. I feel like everything would be fine after that. But like season 5 is where it all went down.
Yeah.
Downhill.
Season 4, getting the set going into season 5, we were so ready for it and we were like, God, it's finally here, this is what's gonna happen. And I think that's why it was such a letdown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would insert myself into the end of season 4 so I can whisper to Bellamy that Nightblood works. and only he would know, get him to Nightblood, and then him and Clark are just by themselves. There you
That
go.
would be perfect. Oh my gosh.
There you go. Like then season 5 never happens. And they probably have a child or something, like 6 years. So that would be so good. So good.
If there was an episode that was like they were in a room together by themselves alone and they had nothing to do but talk to each other, imagine how much would happen. But the plot moves too fast. They can't do any of it.
There's a reason that plot moves, and then they're gonna kill off Bellamy, so that way they don't get to ever talk in that room.
They have never put them. They
for
have never
more than
put
2
them
minutes.
in
2
a
minutes,
room.
that's top.
No, because like they know that they can't go anywhere with that unless they make it romantic. There's nowhere else to go. And so of course they're never gonna be put into a room together unless Clark is not in Clark's body and it's Josephine. Then they can be in a room together.
When you
but
guys
otherwise
mentioned
no.
the line, how they cross the line or whatever with the CPR scene, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's tragic. Milna will never be not funny to me. She's like, it's happening. It's fucking happening. Milna fucking lost her mind. There was like no reason in sight. She was like, I'm trying to tell her, look, but maybe. She's like, no, it's happening. What is wrong with you, Lola? It was so bad. I somehow I was the crazy one there. Yeah, that's looking back at it now. God. So someone made a video. Someone made a video of of us like reacting to the 100. Yeah, we're like it starts with like it's Milna saying the Bellark is happening 100%, and then you just see the downfall.
It's embarrassing.
Just like it was ridiculous, and just like us being so done with it. It was just like watching yourself in 40 seconds, or like how low you've fallen. Incredible.
There was one for Jacques and Marcella too. There was somebody who made a compilation of like every season of the beginning of this season. I was like, it's definitely happening this year. It's definitely happening this year. I think it's gonna be this year.
Yeah.
No, didn't you also do it in some video? Like before you started talking, you just compiled yourself talking.
Yeah,
I remember we played that. We died. We laughed. We died laughing. We couldn't even play the rest of it because we were dying at your first like 5 minutes or something, whatever it was. It was
we
so
were just
funny.
rewatching. Was that when we were filming? When we looked at like the beginning of our last video that we filmed for the 100, like the premiere.
Yes, and it's like so.
5. I think we were watching the first episode of season 5, and we were like, "Oh, let's see how excited we are here." And it was such a difference from like our video that we're gonna post for like this season. Like we like had glasses of like champagne, and we were like, "Bellark's gonna happen!" And we were like, "Wow, look at us!"
Yes, we were ready to pop champagne.
Yeah.
You got the balloon.
It would be so funny if it wasn't sad.
I feel like at this point we have to laugh about it because what else are we gonna do?
Oh God, no.
When you guys got the balloon though for the end of season 5.
Away. Like we have like our downfall just like on camera, like watch the progression of it. Even like our lives are, I'm sure, so different, and how we always remember we were holding on to but the ending for so long.
But the ending. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who said that? I forgot. Eliza. Yeah, but the ending.
That was their only scene in the
That's why
season.
I always say I just listen to what Bob says because I know what he thinks all the time.
Say that? I thought Bob said but the ending.
No, I think
Eliza said that. And I understand why Eliza would say that because like
Yeah.
it was a good ending and all of that, but I feel like Bob wouldn't say that because like he knows what the fandom is gonna do with that. I feel like he wouldn't say that.
Yeah, true. Bob is really good with communicating it in a subtle way where he's like able to tell the people that like we know because of his tweets. Like he's a good job. He's such a class act. Like he's professional. So, like
he was subtle until count me in. At that point he was also done and he was just like fuck subtle. Just like I misinterpreted as well.
Yeah. And I have to face the music.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't want to face the music. I don't know.
I was so heartbroken last night, honestly.
I know.
Over after the episode or like before?
Before, when everything was going on.
Yeah.
and everybody
after the tweets or everything.
everybody was just coming to their senses and like, there's really no hope left, is there? There's really nothing to grasp onto at all.
It was really
I feel like a lot of people like lost hope a while ago, but there are like still people who are like holding on. And then after last night, no one. There's like no one holding out for hope. Like what is there to hold on to? Nothing. You can grasp at nothing at this point.
There's nothing.
So I feel like everyone just knows it's not gonna happen, which I think it's better for everyone's sanity.
That's the thing. I feel like if we didn't know and we were still being baited, like we wouldn't see it coming. At least like we prepared ourselves, we know not to expect it.
But I think we're still gonna be upset. Like, you know, we're talking about Bellamy.
We're upset all the time. We're just upset all the time.
Yeah.
Like every reaction is gonna have us saying how upset we are about the direction.
Yeah. And then when it actually happens, it's gonna be like that live stream's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be so much laughing because like what can we do? Nothing. We can do nothing.
I really appreciate the memes and stuff because at this point, like, let's just all laugh and enjoy it for what it is, I guess, you know? And I think there's a beauty in laughing at yourself in a way. You know, we do it all the time when we watch our videos. Like when you're editing or whatever and you see the way you reacted, you just laugh at yourself. And
we do laugh at ourselves.
I do it all the time.
Sorry, I have to run to the bathroom. Be back in a second.
No, April, same. I was one of the people holding on to hope until the poster and the countdown, then Bob's tweet. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I felt the same way. I think a lot of fans felt like that too. I think so many fans were holding out the hope until the countdown pictures. I think that's what hit it for me, that he wasn't on like any of that. And then I think that's why yesterday was such a
it was like an eye opener for sure.
It sucks. And because a part of me was still like in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll give it to us. Maybe he'll do it more like in a tragic way. Like maybe he'll do like a Star Wars situation. But after that, it's like, how can you even?
I feel like we've always tried to like have hope and like be positive about it, but when there's nothing there's nothing to do now. Like there's nothing literally to grasp onto to have that hope. Like you can't pull hope out of like thin air. It's like, it's sad.
And like how you guys were saying how they don't need us anymore, so they don't need to even bait us. They can just do what they're doing and not give us even the crumbs that we were living off of.
Yeah.
Which now I'm like, well, I didn't like getting baited with crumbs, but at least it was something.
Yeah. I know.
That's true.
I think
we were getting something when that was happening.
That's something that I think definitely like was jarring for all of us, because we know that the showrunner is aware of our videos, and like, so he knows, you know, he watches the fandom, he's aware of everything. So I think seeing it like so obvious, like how he's treated all of us who have been here for so long, you can't not feel used, you know, you can't not feel like we were all as shippers. He used it for the vote, for views, to get food, and now we don't need to.
Yeah.
I have never hated a man so much.
Are we talking about Jason?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear the rest of it. He was like, never hated a man so much. Same. I find it, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm probably gonna repeat it. But like just compiling everything he ever said, and like not online, but like what Aaron said about him. And there was also what was it Claire? No, or was it someone else from the podcast? I forgot what it was called.
Meditation, right?
Yeah, meditation. I don't know, was it Claire or was it I can't remember the name. I don't know, but like she said, like she was talking to Jason, and then
it was Claire.
It was Claire. Yeah, because Claire ships Bellark, and Jason was like, yeah, I don't mind that you ship Bellark, but I mean that you're shippers because you're also intelligent. And that just says, oh. Did you not see that?
I remember that.
Yeah, and that just says everything about how Jason sees this fandom.
Yeah.
And then you know why he's writing from spite. I love Logan's face. How did you not see that?
What?
Yeah,
there's so many things like from Jason that you can like.
Forgot about that. Thank you. Now I'm angry.
Like honestly, I remember seeing that and thinking just like, what a fucking asshole. Just like, how high up on your horse do you have to be? Like it's ridiculous. Honestly,
that there's
every time anytime I remember it, I just keep getting shocked. Like, how can that person get a show? How is it possible?
How's he still on this show?
That's why I guess we're getting Becco and Gaia and Clark. Like, what? So that he can have no shippers. I think that's his point. I just don't want anyone to ship whatever's in the show. He hates them.
And if the people who are watching his show, it's 90% are the shippers. Like,
yeah, and I don't know how he finds fault in that. If like I believe that the strongest thing about his show was always Bellamy and Clark's relationship, and not even that it had to be romantic, like it didn't. It was still like the strongest point of the show. And if you didn't write it as romantic and like people just love them, then it's fine. You don't have to do it. But like you did it for so long. You baited fans for so long, because it got you something, and your opinion of those people is low, and it's ridiculous. That's why I hate that I have to watch this for the rest of the season, because it's written by a guy who just thinks like that about the fans of his show. And it's just mind-boggling. I don't know what to say.
It's true. It's disgusting in a way. It makes me so angry. It makes me so frustrated. And it's disappointing. It's very disappointing.
Yeah. It's Jason. That's just like the cinema of him. Disappointing.
The Jason.
Don't watch anything else. We're done.
It's so sad that this is like what it's gonna be remembered for too, and not what it used to be.
That's definitely.
I feel like the show is gonna be remembered. Ironically, to Jason's gonna be remembered because of its ships. Yeah. So, I'm gonna love that. The way I'm gonna remember the show is gonna be specifically the first 4 seasons and the Delinquents. Like that's where the heart of the show was for me always. And, yeah, and then that's what I'll try to keep in mind, and then the existence of Bob and Eliza, and that's all. Just everything else, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's something that we all kind of need to because we're all disappointed right now with the final season. So I think we need to come to terms with the show in like a larger aspect and remember for what it was. When I think of the show, I'm really probably going to think of the first 4 seasons, because then that was when things got a little out there, you know, except the CPR scene. That was a good scene. But like some scenes
that and the rest and the first 4. Yeah, it's incredible to me that the same people, well, not the same people, but like the same showrunner wrote the first 4 and then this. Yeah. Incredible. Yeah. I think the people who worked for him then, because a lot of them have changed. I don't know, maybe they were more influential to keep him sane or something. Or he just progressively got angry at fans because the fans got progressively angrier that like they were prolonging Bellamy and Clark. And so like he decided to be like, now that you're getting mad, I'm not gonna do it, you know. Very mature.
It just doesn't really make any sense to me because of, well, after all the backlash and everybody just absolutely hating on him after the whole season 3 mess, and how he continues to serve that sort of community when they're not even really, they don't care anymore. And
about that
still here, and we're not even like, he doesn't care. He's just still fighting for no reason.
No, we talked about that yesterday. I think you said that because
he did them wrong.
He kind of did them wrong, and then you know, maybe he feels like that was his mistake, and then he has to, I don't know, correct it or do something about it. And looking at the Bellark fandom, I don't think he thinks he did anything to us, and we're shitting on him for no reason or something like that. And then so he doesn't like us. Yeah. But likes Lexus because like he did wrong on them. Yeah. I think. That would be the
Who
only
knows
thing
the
that
way
like
that he thinks?
Yeah.
what?
I said, who knows the way that he thinks? I feel like we could like.
I don't think
But,
he
like,
thinks. That's the thing. I just don't think
me
he
and
thinks.
Jason's
I
head.
can't give him that much.
Write a horror story on how he thinks.
I just want to sit him down and like psychoanalyze, like, what and why have you done this? Just tell me, like, just the emotional trauma that I have endured.
He thinks he is being. I don't think that's not in the original story. But Jason is not special at all. He thinks he is edgier than he really is. He tries too hard to be like, oh, look at us, we're doing things that like no one has ever done, even if it serves no purpose to the story whatsoever. He's just gonna go with it because fans are gonna be mad and shocked that it's happening. Much like, you know, Game of Thrones season 8, when they're just like, let's go with what people don't expect for whatever reason. I don't know. And Jason thinks he's being edgy and original with like not putting the couple everyone wants together. And he thinks he's doing something and proving something, and like he's not. But that's like, I think, what goes on in his head, and I think he thinks everyone is wrong. Like he just thinks the fandom is wrong. Remember, there was the tweet he posted, I don't know, where he said something along the lines of like, people make up their own truths or something, even if it has, I don't know, no narrative in the story, whatever, basically saying that we made up what we think is the truth about the show, and like only he knows the real truth, apparently.
Yeah.
But like, if only you know the real truth. I mean,
He didn't do a good job portraying it.
Really shitty job at portraying it. So again, I don't think he realized that's his mistake. I don't think he feels accountable for anything.
Yeah. I think that, you know what, in the end, we're not going to let him take our love for Blark, and we're not going to let him take away those happy moments that we did get and what we did get in the show. And I think that's something to remember too. Like, don't let him have that kind of power and control to just make you disappointed for the entire show. Because he did bring us Bellamy. He brought us Bob. He brought us Eliza, Clark. Like, and Clark is such a great character, and so is Bellamy. But I mean, we can't let him be that powerful where he's gonna make us bitter about everything when this is over. We have to make sure that we are still that we still love the show, and we do. Like, I still love the show. I was yesterday I was going back and I was rewatching some of my favorite scenes and stuff, because it's disappointing watching it though, knowing where it leads to. And I think as time goes on, that'll get easier to accept and know that, you know what, in the end, it's a story and there's fan fiction out there. You know, make your own ending. Who cares? Make your own ending. It's not, we just can't say it visually. And eventually we'll have to be okay with that. But at least we have fan fiction. We can make it up ourselves.
That is true. We always have fan fiction, so we always have that to fall back on no matter what.
Yeah.
4 seasons.
And we have alcohol.
And that.
More importantly,
yeah. Logan, take the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I won't give him that much power. The show is made up of so many people, and of course he's like an important one because he is the creator. But I think the characters are who they are because of the actors portraying them. I think he said all the time like that Bellamy was never planned to be what he is until like Bob took him and then kind of made it who he is. So I don't even give him that power. I don't even think he gets that recognition for creating those characters. But I honestly think it was the actors.
Yeah.
So no, the things I love about the show will always remain things I love about the show, and I will still have a lot of love for them, and I just will have a lot of resentment towards Jason, and
Exactly.
That's what I'm just gonna point that at.
Differentiation, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
all right, well, thank you for coming in and talking with us.
Thank
you.
so much.
Oh
Thank
my
you so
gosh.
much.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting so long.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Aw. I like the new features
Talk
going.
these things out.
What?
That's so cool.
I need to talk these things out with everyone. It helps.
Yes.
Therapy sessions.
Like, no,
The
it's
useless therapy sessions.
really helpful, and we're not alone feeling like used and shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean it helps talking it out, I think. And just like getting all our frustrations out.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Did we
There
talk
are a lot of
about
frustrations.
Want me to take her?
Oh, she's fine now.
Oh, okay.
Happy you good. Happy came into my dog.
Dogs.
We've been through everything, right, guys?
I think so.
I think we pretty
I
much.
can't think of anything that like needs further addressing.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Like that we know enough of to even dig into.
We can, yeah. Maybe we should got another 10 storylines. I really can't keep up.
I mean, we've talked a lot about Octavia. I think that's the storyline that we're all very like interested and eager to see how that's.
Yeah, that's why I want to see episode 2 because like it's gonna be mostly I feel like Octavia.
Yeah.
So I want to see what happens there because I don't know how Anomaly functions anything. So just to have an episode in the Anomaly and maybe have some answers, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that.
Interesting is remember season 5? What was it? 502. There was one episode when it was just down in the bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 too.
It was a great episode. That was actually one
That
of
was
the
amazing.
episodes of that season.
Yeah. Again, they're doing the same thing because like we need to be in the Anomaly with Octavia as we need to be in the bunker with Octavia. And so I think it makes complete sense. Like I'm not mad at this. I already was prepared that Bellamy is not gonna be in it, and like Clark not also being in it is like okay because she's gonna be in the rest of this season. I'm not mad about that at all. And I want to see Octavia. Maybe that's better because they're gonna concentrate on just one thing, the Anomaly, and not the rest of it. So maybe it's gonna be like good and easier to follow.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, well, these weekly live chats obviously will help everybody get through the season as well. It's like we're in for a tough road, guys. I'm pretty sure.
Nobody saw that.
It's dark. This is taking me back to our last Zoom session.
I almost like went backwards in my chair.
I don't know. We'll get through it. It's gonna be done at some point.
If you guys are still waiting to come in, we're definitely gonna do this again next time.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get in this time, try again next time when we're live, and hopefully you'll get in then.
Yeah.
Those were fun though. Like seeing everybody.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Talking to everybody.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's
We're
amazing.
definitely gonna do this again.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
and
do
we'll
that with
figure
Google
out-
Hangout.
We'll figure out when the next time we're gonna go live. We'll like put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but there's so much. I can't believe that you guys are all still in here. There's still so many people.
Oh God, yeah.
We all have to get our videos up for the show.
We have to send I don't know, a mail to be like
Oh my God, it's
release
take a
it.
while.
Yeah.
Why?
I still have to. I haven't even started editing mine.
I started, but like it's not done. Like it's not nowhere near done.
Ours is blocked because of course it is.
Yeah.
It's Jason's fault. He was like just make sure they get blocked. If you also remember there was an episode of The Country where we all got blocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the second one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
don't know which one it was.
I feel like I had to upload that in like
wasn't it?
4 parts.
Yeah, we all had so many issues with it. I don't think anyone else did. It was just like us, and I don't know why we had so many issues with it. I can't remember the
I
episode.
think it was season 5.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was
was
episode 6.
season 5.
Maybe episode 9.
Yeah, it was something where like we all really wanted, like needed to get it up quickly, and it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be episode 9 on.
Yeah.
It was yeah. That was a time. Will Jason be watching our videos? I'm curious about that. I am very curious if he's that curious that he's actually still, because I know he watches the three of all three channels. I'm curious if he's gonna be watching them.
I
We
don't
know
know.
he's not gonna be tweeting them. We can be sure of that.
Oh, yeah.
That is
But, like, wouldn't put it past him to watch it, honestly. That would be something that, I mean, he would be watching us and saying that we are all wrong.
Doesn't he have a daughter? Or a child, like kids?
What are you planning on doing?
No, like
what exactly do you want to do, Logan?
It'd be funny if like they're fans of us, but he's
Yeah, I love Jason's mother. Jason's mother is great. Did you see tweets she liked?
No, what did she like?
She liked, there was like a picture of Bob and Eliza wedding, and someone wrote like, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren this is how the 100 ended. She liked that. And then she also liked someone being mad about things like, how the hell do you not put your main lead on the poster? She liked that as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How did you miss that? I think she liked something else. It was hilarious.
I don't know how I missed that. That's hysterical though. So she her holidays are great there.
Yeah.
And I wish she takes over. Imagine that. How didn't she raise him better? She seems like a sane woman. But yeah, that was hilarious to see, honestly.
What are you doing, Chloe? She just jumped up here. She's just chilling.
Oh.
You
so
can't
cute.
step that
trying to
way.
take you down.
You're gonna
What
fall.
do you want to do?
I think she wants to go outside.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, outside.
We've been on here for a very, very, very long time.
Just like
This is
notice
3.5
me.
hours.
Yeah.
I think this might be our longest one. Usually we've done 2.5, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows what
Yes,
the-
we have a lot of frustrations to get out.
Yeah, we had a lot of things to rant about.
But I think we covered it all. I can't think of another reason to complain,
Yeah.
honestly. So
We've all aired it out. We've all aired out.
yeah. Yeah. Until next week.
Thank you for watching, everybody who's been commenting for this long. That's like
Yes.
we stayed this long to talk to all of us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and being with us on here. And it's so awesome that so many of you guys came to watch this, and that there's so many of you guys still in here for so long. And yeah, it's just awesome to know that we're not the only ones feeling this way. And we hope that we made you guys feel better as well. And
We're not screaming into the void.
yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
So,
Poor dog. Okay,
Oh
take
my
him for a
God.
walk. Please take him for a
I
walk.
can't.
poor dog, you have to go potty.
Okay. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for
Thank
watching.
you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.